showing up in my reading. What happened? Yeah, so I'm seeing it showing up in my reading. And I'm finally learning to just like chill out and just stop and not really trying to do like perfect, and it sucks trying to do that all the time. Like, it's just not realistic. It puts pressure on your heart, and when you put pressure on your heart, like, drink water. It helps calm the heartbeat down. Helps, if you have anxiety, it helps you sit still and do nothing and do what you love doing. And so I really, literally love to do Sudoku. I used to move really fast and say Sudoku, but it's a beautiful word. Sudoku. Sudoku. It's very beautiful art. So, you guys want to learn how to do Sudoku? It's very cool. It's like my journal, numbers. Literally, numbers. Like, I'm gonna get my clear quartz, but numbers actually is like my Bible. Like, when I was a kid, I loved Sudoku. So I had a Bible. This was my Bible. So we're gonna like learn a lesson. I have my tarot cards too and my singing bowl. Let's clear the energy. Yeah, I'm learning that sometimes it just sucks to kind of like not always be where you want to be or where you think you want to be. Like, I'm learning to just like enjoy like some moments I hate just existing. But then I have those moments that remind me, yo, don't give up. Life is so beautiful. Hold on. So, one second, someone's calling. Like some janky ass shit. So, I'll just be chilling. I love being a woman. Because being a woman, we have menstrual cycles. And menstrual cycles is a very beautiful time. Believe it or not, the world has taught us to be ashamed of our periods. Shoot. Well, I literally be chilling. Like, y'all remember Golden Girls? No, that's cool right here. Oh, today we're gonna learn how to play Sudoku. And we have our angel friends here, clear quartz, and a beautiful white feather. There's a lot of white feathers raining in the sky today. So I was like, let me get some feathers. My favorite water though. I don't like it's like the Arctic Ocean. That's where they get this the water from the Arctic Ocean flows in Iceland. It's the most cleanest water you ever find. And so it just tastes real good, yo. I love water, yo. Like, I'm the type of friend, and you invite me to a fancy party, like, and they'll be like, "You want a glass of wine?" Nah, but you can still put this water in that wine glass, though. That's a fly wine glass, and this some fly ass water, like for real. You guys have a favorite water? If so, tell me about it. Like, on my bucket list is to drink every brand of water ever invented possible. Like a cooking show or something like that. You know how cooking shows, there's people who travel state to state, y'all, and like try different foods. I don't know, on the Cooking Network. Well, there's this guy, like kind of beer guy or something, and he inspired me. He did an episode where he literally was just, he loved barbecue, so he traveled from state to state to, you know, find the best barbecue ever, and he met some of the most kindest, sweetest people you ever meet. So, rules of learning Sudoku: patience. Okay. The goal is to not finish a puzzle in one sitting. You'll overwork your brain. You gotta take breaks, okay? Sometimes you might even finish a puzzle days later. Like what I tried doing. I tried doing it like one and two. I tried doing it in order. But then I was like, wait, my life ain't no straight line. Let me, So you can even skip. So some would say, don't you want to make sure you start out like on level 1? No, actually, you don't have to do level 1. You can literally, the goal is not to do Sudoku perfectly. The goal is literally to just kind of like vibe out. Okay. There's a lot of smells going on in the house. And it's like, I'm using some really good rose oil. And if you ever in NYC, go to Medina's. They got like some of the greatest incense sticks you will ever find. Not only that, they got like some potent oil. And they got some of the best, friendliest people you'll ever meet working there. And like, I'm not sure what his name is, but he encouraged me to keep going. He's like an angel and shit, because I was going through a really tough time, I had a whole lot of people just being real mean to me and shit. And I went in there and bought some rose oil, because I love rose oil. But I didn't know that they had white rose oil. So I got it, and it was on sale too. Not on sale, but Medina's doesn't do sales based off of overstockage. They basically pick what they love, and what they love, they want people to get access to easily. So the month I went in, they loved white rose oil, and I was looking for white rose oil, and I got it, and it was a good amount in the bottle, like real talk. And like, I'm gonna show you guys something. Like, I'll show you the bottles Medina use too, but I use this stuff every day. I'll show y'all. Did it go out? Oh, it's in it. Oh, it's not that. Oh, you don't even have to light it, and the smell fills up the whole room. So basically, I got like one of those oil things, you actually like put oil in it and burn it. And Medina's oil is so good. Like if the bottom of the surface ain't like being lit with fire, then that changes the temperature of the glass even after it's baked to a solid. So that means if you put like a scent on top of like some cracked uh the hardened substance after you burn a pure oil, it keeps like the in between warm. So that means if you put a scent on something, the scent is very strong even without heat. And so even if the temperature in your home, you may say it's cold according to your body temperature, fire don't work like that. So basically you put Medina's oil in, that's how pure it is, and it just filters throughout the whole house. Real shit. That's like good oil, man. If you gotta keep burning something, you might not want to invest into it. But if you, it's like even an incense brand, y'all. Like, you know, if you got a good incense, if you can light it once, like one thing in incense, like one day out of the week, and your whole house smells like the incense. A lot of us have gotten used to like over burning incense, and then like we'll not understand that incense is a spiritual practice. It's just like sage and cinnamon sticks, things like that. Incense is like a gift from the gods. So you literally can light incense once, and your whole house will smell like that incense. Real talk. But yo, so I was starting to learn something. When they say pH, I feel like I'm in, like a teacher in school. I feel like I'm a student in school learning from God. Like that's not, no, it sounds true, honest and true. Like I love God so much, y'all. When I was a kid, I used to say I want to be a pastor, but what I really was saying, and I didn't know I was saying it, I want to get to know God as my father. What's a father like? And I learned what a father was from God. You know, my daddy loved me so much. When I fucked up, my daddy say, Saturn, come get her. I mean, not Saturn, but well, yeah, Saturn. Saturn, aka Father Karma. You know, Father, Karma, and God, they get along well. You know, it was like uncles. Like if I had to choose anybody in my family, God would be in my family. Father Saturn, Mama Karma, Daddy Karma, like aunts and uncles. This is who I would have in my family. Like real shit. You know, like I love family so much that when people don't treat me like family, they're not in my family. But if I choose you to be in my family, like yo, I love you. Like I got two of the best little girls in the world, and like my daddy's father Karma, mama Karma, and God, like they let me know it's gonna be okay. You know, I miss my little girls, man. I know they okay, but you know, mama miss her children. Cause you know, if you love your child, don't matter if you're a mom or a daddy, you miss your kids. And it's difficult not being able to see them every day, but like I just love them so much. I know they okay. Like I know it all works out. Y'all know that song? Chance the Rapper. Today I missed my workout, but it worked out. Now I'm missing work now, but it worked out. I could buy a crib before I bought my first house. You know, they had me thinking. You know, as parents, we think we gotta have the house paid off, gotta have the mortgage paid off, blase, before we can have a baby. But no, if you in a little apartment and you can afford a crib and the baby got everything you need and the baby happy and there's no abuse in the home, you got everything you need to be a parent. They've been fooling us. Yeah, you got to have a mortgage. You got to have a credit score, this and that. You got to be doing this, that. Shit, no. All you got to do is love your children, boo. You know? And you know you love your kids when you like, yo, I fucked up. And you was right. Tell me about myself. Like, I used to be the type of person, I'd be like, yo, don't hurt my feelings. No, I'm too sensitive. Now it's like, yo, you want to go box in the ring? Let's do this shit. Teach me something new. But like before, I used to be like, oh shit, let me go, be the shadow in the glove. And when I say the shadow in the glove, think deep when I say that. Most of us, when we think of boxers, we think of the guys fighting, right? Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali shit, right? But what we don't take into consideration is the gear that they use. Now, if you're a boxer, you understand, like, yo, don't fuck with my gear. This is mine. I built a relationship with it. My sweat is my sweat. Your sweat is your sweat. Don't put your sweat in my shit or it's that ass. All right. Now, because you got people trying to steal like people boxing gear. Like when I say you got people trying to steal people boxing gear, like if you know how to control your emotions, you become a very famous boxer, right? It's how cool this shit is. It's not that you're trying to get famous. You just got a lot of anger in you, so you know how to control your breathing. That way you can see clearly when somebody trying to, when the duck, some matrix shit, right? Gotta be able to control your breathing when you're doing boxing. This is how fucking cool this shit is. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all how cool this shit is. Boxers, breath work. Boxers can rap too, because you gotta have great breath work when you boxing, right? So that's why Muhammad Ali was baddest. But go back to the equipment that boxers need. Okay? What actually takes the pressure of the hit? The boxing gloves. Like real shit, it's the boxing gloves. Because most fighters, they're not trying to hit the face because they both afraid of getting hit. Boxers are trying to have the gloves be hit. Now, the gloves take pressure, okay? So if you admire a particular boxer, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a reason, because every boxer's technique is different. And most of us know about Muhammad Ali, but I'm going to tell you guys about a boxer that never made history. Okay? This boxer, so Joe cool, so Joe smooth. And what about techniques? Because the person, was fighting for their life, so they made it fun. So fighting wasn't really fighting. Black history life is my everyday life, boo-boo. Boxer, female. Height, 4'2". Name, Margaret Ann Shirley. Okay? 1958. Her life was so tough, she had to find a way to deal with all the fighting she was dealing with. Pops was out drinking and shit, doing a little bit too much. Mama was on the crack cocaine pipe. So there was a lot of abuse in the house. So Margaret Ann Shirley, she had to learn how to what? Survive. Now, she didn't come out the womb fighting and shit. She wanted to understand, why are you being so abusive? I want to understand, let's talk. Nobody wanted to listen. So what'd she do? She would go out at the dark, and then she would practice boxing. So nobody fucking knew what she was doing. All they knew with her, like Cass was fighting and shit. All right. 12 years later, she became the most world's famous boxer you done ever met. And it's because she had been through so much shit, and the only way to keep people off her was bam. Bam. So we go back, and we move it up in history, right? The glove takes all the pressure. You may feel it in your body, but the body don't take as much. You know how to shield, guard. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be the dark space in the gloves because I felt you don't feel the inside of a glove don't feel anything. I did a science experiment and I cut the glove open, boxing gloves, to see what it's made of. That thing, you can't just cut a boxing glove open like that. That shit made of some tough material. You got to take into consideration the company that you're ordering boxing gloves from. Right? Because if you get like one that's not made with love, your hand can break and that's the end of your boxing career. So some of the greatest fighters spent like even they fucking mortgage literally on the gloves that were made just for their hands. They had it custom fitted. They chose the material that was good for their hands. Because boxers that fight a lot, they can get bone diseases. So the good boxers invest in the gloves where it's just like, we need to get this custom made, bro. Because I feel like if I'm about to fight in Philly tonight, that nigga got some hands. And he likes to injure. So shit, I need you to make me the best goddamn gloves you can get. There's a place in New York City that do that shit. And let me tell you, mama got a good pair. The gloves they made me, bam! Give me time to give me 17 extra seconds up in the motherfucking fight. But the best damn boxers, what they do, let me tell y'all what they do. They get these shit custom made. So yeah, they do feel aches and pains on the body, but when you've been fighting all your life, for your life, you know I'm willing to spend a good chunk of change because I ain't changing these gloves. That's why they become what? The things you put into a museum, because that love in that glove. That's why that love in the boxer glove, that love to fight, like, and that when he signed it, Muhammad Ali, Black History Month ain't over yet, boo boo. Muhammad Ali, his family grabbed up his shit when he died and they auctioned it just to pay their fucking rent. That's how much money they was able to get off his shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I learned was the inside of the glove takes pressure and it does wear down. So then I finally said, fuck it. There's pressure inside the glove because your hands do feel it when it strikes the glove. Said, fuck it. Let me be the outside of the glove. I want to see what's really going on. And when I found out most of the pressure goes to the inside of the glove, then that won't make sense. But if you're a boxer, you understand. By the way, there's this place in NYC. It's a funky ass boxing place. Now, I have not signed up for services yet, but you could basically drink after you do your stuff. It looked like you walk up in Hollywood of boxing. But I can tell when they get down, they gets down. Like somebody would say, if they got a bar in a boxing place, ain't they gonna be a little tipsy? Look, if you know how to box, and I'll say if you know how to box, you know how to handle your liquor. So most people, they be like, shit, that person been drinking. I'm about to fuck their ass. And they don't realize that little liquor courage said, hey, I just learned a new move today. Shawty about to try me. Shawty pissed me off, but I'm about to burp him, Shawty. And they'll be like, what happened? What happened? I thought I had him. No, do not fuck with a good boxer when they've been drinking. Real shit. So I'll say, okay, so we're gonna actually we still working on the puzzle, but this is this is my favorite deck. This is a mother piece deck, y'all. And like these cards is wonderful. I'm about to show y'all. But I like boxing, I like Sudoku, and I like tarot. Oh yeah, Medina's. So this is the bottles. I made about like 12 bottles of oil. And with some of my oils I put lavender in it, like right here. You see that? Well, if you don't see it, but they also got colors and stuff. So go to Medina. So if you like a business owner and you like, yo, I like smelling good. I love smelling good. And I can get a smell that makes my soul jump with joy. Go ahead and do your thing, boo. Literally. Go to Medina's in NYC. I don't care if you stay in fucking Texas. Make a trip just to go to Medina's. Cause like the rose oil is so high quality. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My heart being broke so bad. Like, rose oil allows me to just like woo-saw out in this bitch. Like, if you go to the beginning of the video, we just been talking for like 10 minutes. Yo, I thought I've been talking for forever. You go to I told you I'm just gonna show y'all. Why not? Also, I was telling you about how science works with scents. Like, you'll notice some people's house smells so good when you go to their house. And their house smells good because they not overdoing it. Because if you burn a whole lot of stuff too much, like you run through it, but you don't got to use all your smell goods for your house. Like, real talk. Let me show y'all something. And it's one of the prettiest things I ever. So when I moved from the shelter, they gave me a housing allowance. And so I went and bought stuff that would help my heart heal. Excuse me. All right. Grandma moment. So this is what this is. I love tea. In fact, I'm making some tea right now. And what I tried, so basically, I thought, okay, let me light it. But I looked up in the video and it lit for like a second. I looked up in the video and I saw it went out. But I smelled rose oil, like white rose oil. And like, I can't even describe how white rose oil smells, y'all. But this is, like, this house smells like white rose oil. And like, it's just chilling here and shit. All right, so the cards we got, what we'll do before I do a card. But yeah, if you are joining me and you are going to be learning Sudoku, que beresiko la que me algo la que pensaten, o la que siko la que inya sinola. So, okay. You know that. You know how to type. You know what I'm saying. Ketika sipol like Sudoku. Yes, okay. So if you are interested in learning Sudoku, take your time with it. So this is a level 4. And if you ever do a level 4 puzzle, it just simply means like slow down. Because this is like so simple to understand, even if it's less blocks. We're going to do puzzle 116 too. Like less blocks filled in. So basically, notice, okay, so one way you can learn Sudoku is by starting to notice in the beginning how many numbers are filled in each box. And you can look at it in terms of what you consider a lot and what you consider a little. And you'll see this puzzle up here has, for me, I asked myself, why is there more numbers filled in this puzzle? And there's a pencil here. This is the level where it's saying you moving too fast, you're missing fine details. Get a pencil, because if you put the wrong number in the wrong box, you will basically confuse your whole self. So if you need a pencil, it just simply means slow down, okay? Just slow down, yo. You'll get it. and be okay if you put the wrong number in the wrong box, man. And even if you write with pen, because I do Sudoku and pen, even if you put the wrong number in the wrong box, to go back to it and realize, wait, I can basically draw this whole box by myself and then put the old numbers back in and figure this out by myself. Really cool, okay? So I'll explain to you how Sudoku is set up. So we have, all right, 3 by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. Like, my favorite subject is numbers, okay? If I was not an Aquarius, I would possibly be a Taurus. Because, like, Tauruses are really good at math, okay? If you have a best friend and they're a Taurus, they're more than likely really good with numbers, because numbers come really easily to earth signs and stuff like that. So, just so you know. But don't like be trying to on some user shit. Just like, if you have a child who has Taurus in their chart, like literally, if you want to bond with them on a genuine level, use numbers. It helps build the self-esteem. So you might have had like a Taurus best friend or ex who is really smart with numbers, or like might have been a banker or some shit like that. But his Tauruses are just naturally good with numbers. Like, they'll be the scientists who will see a volcano erupt, and they'll be able to measure exactly how high the lava went. And people will be wondering where they get those numbers from. That, the lava was this temperature, molten lava. Where are they getting these numbers from? And it's because you got some people, and it's not just Tauruses, but if it's Taurus in the chart, you got some people who are just so like really, they just love numbers that they do, like they're really just naturally good at sacred geometry, and geometry shapes numbers. Everything is connected to numbers, like literally. Anywho, so we got 3 boxes by 3. Right, we on page 1, puzzle 116. I love that they have numbers in here. It reminds me of angel numbers. All right, so if you see pencil just simply says slow the fuck down, sis. You got 4 stars. Means this is not a race, yo. Just chill, like just chill. You'll get to it when you get to it. Don't always say, but it's Sudoku. We must finish the race. And somebody who's just really good at Sudoku will say, bruh, if I told you how long it took me to finish that puzzle, chill, bruh. Or you about to make yourself have a mental breakdown. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. Sudoku is so connected to the psyche that you have to literally slow down to do it. If you try to rush a puzzle, you're gonna overwork your brain, man. And people be like, I'm young, I'm just smart, I'm doing this and that, it's just my brain. But like, overthinking causes stress. Stress causes anxiety. Anxiety causes depression. Depression causes grief, and grief causes suicide. Literally. So you can be the smartest person in the world and take forever to finish something. That's why when I teach Sudoku, I'll be like, yo, just vibe. You'll figure it out when you figure it out. But the importance of Sudoku is understanding. Take your time. There's no rush. There's no time where, okay, we about to read the cards now. We'll read it when we read it. We have to pray now. We'll pray when we pray. we know we need to pray. We got to finish this puzzle in an hour. No, we'll finish the puzzle when we finish it. But the importance of getting started is understanding. No need to rush, slow down. No need to rush, slow down. Slow down. All is well. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. La 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 la. La 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 la. Slow down. All right. Ace of Wands. 3 of Wands in reverse. I really like this 3 of Wands in reverse. And then we are blessed with the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is such a good read. So the Ace of Wands here with the fire is telling me that a rebirth is taking place. There's an egg that's cracked open, okay? So you're having a huge rebirth, okay? Now, SOOOOOO also teaches you to slow down in whatever it is that you really love doing. And for me, I used to read really fast and say, well, I'm going to do like a POW. I need to do it this long and blah, blah, blah. But now I'm just like, if spirit is leading me and I am on Father Saturn's time, I can basically share messages as long as I want. As long as I'm doing it because it makes me happy, let me do it. Yeah, I'm a little nervous of how it will be received, but literally the only, feedback of opinion that matters is mine. And if I'm second guessing what I'm doing, then hey, others will second guess it. But hey, let me just have fun and do what I do and be gentle with myself. So it's a new beginning that you're having is learning to be gentle with yourself. It's as if your inner child has finally rebirthed. It's as if your inner child wanted to protect itself from the big bad world, which was actually a whole bunch of adults who were just really upset and mad that their dreams didn't come true. So they taught children the same lies that they were told. But now our inner children are coming out to play, and we're going to do what we love just because we love doing it. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I have not been able to sell my oils. I have not been able to sell a reading or even a subliminal. And for a while, it was just like, what's wrong? What's wrong with this and that? And I finally realized there's nothing wrong here. Actually, everything is right. It's not about doing it for, well, did I get an external validation via money? It's more like, I feel this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and it doesn't make any sense at all, and that's why I love it. It's like, think about love, you guys. Love is like, I just love doing this, and that's enough. It's not where you're overworking yourself and feeling like you have to keep up this deadline. No, you're just like, I really love doing this. So your inner child it's like whatever you really love doing, you're just about to get back to it because you're going to be like, wow. Also with this thing that you love doing, you guys are going to just like also realize, well, wait, all those like, all those thoughts in my head telling me I would be unwell received is basically someone else's demons echoing in my own ear. Forgive those parents who told you, you can't do that. You won't amount to anything. No one's going to care. And if you're a child and you heard that, it's just like, why would you say that to me? So get to the point where you're just like, I forgive you. Fuck it. I get that someone hurt you and you're trying to hurt me. I forgive you. But because I love me, and I do love you, but I love me enough to say I can't come around you. You're not good for my heart. You got to stay away. Stay away, stay away, stay away. So this, whatever it is you're going to go back into doing that you love doing, like, you're not going to be afraid of the past anymore. And this is the new beginning that is taking place. This is so fucking cool. You guys, I've been moving so fast though. And I normally so I walked out the building and this older man said to me, "You smell good." And you just changed the whole mood of this building. And I didn't understand what he was saying, but I learned something that day. If you smell like you know that feeling when you found your scent? You know when you're going through the phase of finding your perfume or your scent and you're just like, but then you apply a whole bunch, so you can't really tell what scent is your scent until you're just like, I don't remember what that perfume is called, but I think it's this one. I think this, what is this scent? Now imagine you're going to a Macy's and the perfume girl knows scents so good. People be like, so you be reading the bottles and shit, huh? No, I just really like smells. So this could be the best damn perfume girl you ever met. She know every fucking scent that they got. She even got people like, can you do some modeling for us? Or can you do some shit to advertise our scents? And she didn't, and this is an actual person. She didn't want to because she was getting bullied by her coworkers and shit. And she ended up committing suicide because she got bullied so much. So that's a sad ass story, but it's honest to God truth. The best damn perfume girl, people are like, that's the perfume girl. If you wanted to surprise your wife with a scent, she would know the scent. She would act, and she was so pretty. And she was beautiful. She was beyond beautiful. She didn't want nobody, man. All she wanted was to just be free. But a lot of men would come up to her with the wrong intentions. And they would act like they wanted their wives to make her the side chick. And they would say, what smell would my wife like? And she would say, well, describe her. And they would make up this shit about their wife that they wish their wife was by looking at that woman. And the woman, she was like, well, we have a perfect scent just came in. It has this nice little appley smell to it. And people underestimate the smell, the potency of apple in a perfume, but this is perfect. This is Paris Hilton. Yes, by the way, if you like perfumes, Paris Hilton has as bad as Paris Hilton and shit. And she's an Aquarius gang. But I have not been able to find that scent, but I did read that they had a little hint of apple in it. And I tried to find a scent just like it. But I couldn't. So then I was just like, you know what? That was a good time in my life. That was a good era when I wore the Paris Hilton perfume. So now, I describe my eras as like the scent I'm wearing for that period. So I've been in this rose lavender mood. I even put a little bit of basil in my stuff too. And so I just been loving the smell of roses and lavender and in the ocean. That's like my favorite freaking scent. The ocean. And I'm not talking about the beach, because you know how people take care of the beach is not a representation of the beach, it's a representation of the people coming to the beach. So clean up when you go to the beach, because summertime is coming, and do not disrespect Mother Gaia. But the beach, to smell of fresh roses, and a trail, literally a whole trail of lavender. Like, that's my favorite smell. So, and the thing is, I would just be putting it on as I go back to the man was like, you smell good. So, we go back to, the story of the perfume girl. Well, the man's wife killed her after she got into an affair with the man. This ain't funny, but you know, you learn. She had to learn to be fucking with nobody man, but he also had to learn not to be manipulating people. So they was each other's karma and shit. But the biggest, you know, that perfume girl could have her own goddamn line and everything. However, God forgave her. So God said, look, don't do that shit again. But the moral of that story with the perfume girl is you got to know your scent, because the perfume girl had her own, she had a bad scent. She had her own favorite scent and shit. And people was like, what's that scent? Something I made, you know? And people would say, well, the people that actually was looking for scents would say, you should market that. And she would be like, no, it's just my little thing, you know? So I guess what I would say is, whatever your favorite scent is, wear that shit. But, because that's how you can also meet your divine counterpart. A lot of people may say you smell good. I ain't gonna lie and say people ain't gonna be like, God damn, you smell good. But your smell will attract your type of person, and it will keep all the other ones at bay. So if you're trying to keep stalkers off your path, literally, this gonna sound like, what? Why would I do that? Literally wear your favorite perfume. You may think, well, I get a lot of people that pay me attention. Your favorite perfume on you smells like you. Like, I could wear the same scent. She could wear the same scent. Everybody could wear the same goddamn same scent. But the person that scent was made for is going to be like, everybody going to be like, we all smell the same. No, you don't. Everybody's body chemical is different, okay? You know how some people can be like, I'm cold, bro. What they're saying is, I'm feeling cold. Like, I'm missing happy emotions to make me feel warm. Now, the person that's not happier, their body temperature is more warmer. So people may be like, I like being around you. You warm. Okay. Little biology. Yo, when I was 7, I was reading biology books left and right. That was my goddamn lingo. Give me some biology. Give me some biology. But but yeah, I would. So yeah, but you may not understand it, but confidence scares away insecure people. Like, they may try to like do some gang stalker shit. They may actually be stalking you, but the only time a stalker will actually attack is literally if you're like, they're trying to stalk me. Oh no! Literally, the more like fear-based you are, they'll like actually fucking like actually attack you. But if you like fucking like, nigga, I don't care, bitch, I don't care, because female stalkers are worse than male stalkers. Some of the baddest motherfucking serial killers in the world ain't men, it was women, and they made it look like a band did it. That's how bad they is. Do your research in criminology. It will tell you a whole lot about a lot of people, where their family line came from and what they capable of. But don't judge them and say they're gonna do the same. They gotta prove to you that they ain't like their family. Okay? And when I say they gotta prove to you they ain't like their family, basically what I'm saying is, whatever their ancestors and siblings did, they got in them too, but they just know, let me dial it back, because I know how I get. So let me set these motherfucking boundaries down, bitch. Those are the people that you want to fuck with, okay? The people that's like, yo, I can get down and dirty like my uncle, but I know my uncle went to jail for that shit. That's the person that you want to open your heart to. But the person is like, I don't want to deal with my emotions. Shit. I know what I got within me. I'm angry as fuck right now, and I'm about to take it out on somebody and then manipulate the situation and say, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, I knew what the fuck I was doing. I just wanted to do what the fuck I wanted to do. Lack of self-discipline. So if I ain't got no self-discipline with myself, I ain't gonna have no discipline with you. So I'm more than likely going to harm you emotionally, mentally, or physically, depending on how much you let me get away with, right? So this is how you can tell kind of if your person that you with, this is how you know they the one. If they like talking about some real shit, you know, like, yo, boo, somebody was fucking with me today. Let me tell you what went through my head and shit. And they being honest. They not saying no fuck shit like, I'm about to get that dude. I'm about to take that chick down. They literally like, yo, babe, I wanted to cry. I was so the goddamn scared. The police was just looking at me and I was breathing. So I was like, stay calm. You're trying to find something in the goddamn car. But I actually knew what the fuck, I knew what was going on. And then it's like, I stayed calm and I took your advice, what you gave me. I was pissed when I was taking it because I wanted to get that goddamn man a piece of my mind. But you know what I said? I want to get my dick sucked when I go home. So let me do what I need to do right now in this moment. And it's like, you know what, officer, I gotta be honest with you. I want to thank you for doing your job. Let me tell you something. Like, let me tell you something. Everybody ain't on it like you. There's some people that's doing some low down, grimy shit. And you one of the few people that ain't fucking it up for the world. And that cop could be dirty as shit, like, thank you. And you keep going. And you know what? I also want to tell you something. I gotta tell you something. My kids gonna be so glad they daddy coming home today. Let me tell you why. Cause my kids been afraid of a cop killing a black man. And I'm a black man that fears my life being taken for being black. And you showing me you ain't like them. How you get down like that, bro? What's your life story like? Because you a down motherfucker. And the cop like, okay. Okay. My pops was racist, but let me tell you something. I said I ain't gonna do that shit. Cause you know what? I like black people. And you like, you know what? And he like, yeah. Honey, I had anxiety. I was like, boo. I was like, let me tell you something, officer. I will never forget you. I will tell my kids about you. And the officer like, I'm honored, sir, to be a different officer. And he walks off proudly. 12 hours later, the cop gets shot because he was doing some illegal shit with somebody he thought they had no money. Well, the husband gets his dicks up, and they do, you know, the wife, he you know, the kids do know about the cop because everybody know about the cop and the shit he did. So this is the type of person you want to be in a relationship with. What they're telling you, honey, I peed a little in my pants. Not the person, honey, there's a war going down. We got to make sure we stay 10 toes down, boo. If anybody knocks on the door, lie for me. A man that tells you to lie for them when they've been doing some fucked up shit means they don't give a goddamn if you get locked up for them. You could be a fucking supermodel and they will basically project what they did onto you. And you'll be thinking, I'm a supermodel. Everybody loves me and shit. And you end up in jail. And let's say you blocked yourself from learning opportunities of self-defense. Because let me tell you, I know Taekwondo, I know level 3, like a whole bunch of shit, all right? And if you denied yourself learning those opportunities because you said, I don't have enough money to do it, or I want to spend time with my friends, well, when your heart gets broken, your heart will get broken. You can't stop people hurting you. You got to express that pain when you feel that pain.
you can't get upset if you end up going to jail for somebody because you chose to take a blind eye to it. I mean, you're gonna learn self-defense if you go to prison for somebody, but like real shit though, you don't want to learn self-defense in prison. There's a lot of kind-hearted people in prison, literally. But the fact that your freedom has been taken from you to be able to create the life you want due to you letting your anger say, I do not like this uncomfortable emotion I'm feeling and I have to do something to express it. Well, if you end up in prison and that's how you gotta learn self-defense, that's karma. Okay? So if a supermodel goes to prison full of fear, she's going to get hurt and experience a whole bunch of fucking trauma. Does that make her worse? Does it mean she deserved it? No. Just simply says, hey, sis, I understand that at one point in life you didn't know and you took a blind eye to certain things. I get it. In fact, you making me realize I take a blind eye to shit every goddamn day. In fact, I'm starting to see that when I keep taking a blind eye, bad shit keep happening to me. So do not blame yourself for wanting to live in the reality that you want to live in. Because if I had my reality, the world would be free of ugly ass people who just keep mistreating people because they feel bad about themselves. But then I think to myself, what about when I was acting like that? How would I feel if somebody who says they're spiritual is looking at me like, that's right. Whatever coming to you, you deserve it. And I wish the worst on you. That's what had me thinking like, God damn, I feel like if I try to tell you some real shit, you about to like wreck my shit, make me feel worse. You know? So if this supermodel takes the time to heal from it and then talks about her experience, and people like, well, you used to be pretty. You ain't pretty no more. You something else. And the supermodel looks completely different, acts different, walks different, talks different. And the same friends that was there when they were jet hopping and traveling and shit, they like, we don't want to be associated with her. We're not going to get as many campaigns. How the fuck would you feel? So we learning how to just like literally accept everybody as they are. We have the Three of Wands here, and this is a very graphic picture, okay? This is saying a lot of us we grew up in families where our families didn't know what love was because they hadn't experienced love. Maybe in some form or fashion they did, but they didn't think they had experienced love, y'all. Our parents grew up in a time where it just got stagnant, like time literally stopped. So it was constant cycles of abuse. This is what we call generational curses. And what happens when you're a generational curse breaker? Time starts moving forward. And people will try to, no, what is going to happen with what happened? Guilt and shame fills their body, minds, and souls and tells them, we cannot let this come out what we've done. We've all done some terrible things, you guys. In fact, I don't even want to, let's be honest, we've all done some fucked up shit. That's why we have Mama Karma. Mama Karma says, hey, you've been a bad baby. And when, we get older, a certain age, or a certain spiritual enlightenment level, it's not about age. Some people would say somebody who's 23 should be treated with taking their money away versus a baby who's 3. Pop that baby so that baby, doesn't do it again. That's not how you do that. You talk to the baby. Like 3-year-olds actually listen, like literal shit. Maybe they'll listen. They may not listen to everybody if you're not learning to be patient with them. But literally, if you tell a 3-year-old baby, I understand you want to touch that stove because you are excited about whatever is going on in it, because I'm starting to see it's the heat, it's the coloring, and the heat, and you might be cold. I get it, but I'm telling you, sometimes if a parent says don't touch that stove, you want to listen, because I touched the stove once when I was a kid and it burned. Let me show you my scar. And the kid was like, scar? But you're so beautiful. You have a scar, and you won't be able to develop such a natural relationship with your child. Your child will be like, might even go to school, and you might be worried. Oh my gosh, what is the school, the teacher's gonna say when my child talks about such and such happening? And don't expect the worst. Think the best. Like, think of this scenario: your child goes to school, and the teacher says, "So tell us what you did last weekend." And your child might, well, I saw that mommy walked away walked to the bathroom for a little bit, and then she came back, and I saw the stove thingy, and it was warm, and I was a little bit cold, and I couldn't find my jacket. So I started walking towards the stove. Now, of course, a teacher's gonna be like, because they're not used to this honesty. But a teacher's gonna listen, like, okay, keep talking. And the whole class is like, oh, you almost touched the stove. Okay. So the kid's like, yeah. So, but my mom was like, honey, do not touch that stove. And I said, I want to touch it anyway. So mom said, why would you do that? You can burn yourself. And then the conversation goes to, well, so my mama rushed up because I was ready to touch that stove and picked me up so fast. And she sat me down and said, look, I know you want to do what you want, the way you want to do it, but I'm your mother, and I'm not going to let anything hurt you. And yes, you might want to understand what the stove is, but that's not the way you understand what a stove is. If you want to learn how to understand the stove, ask me. However you want to, now I don't mean misinterpret, however you want to interpret understanding the stove after I share my experience with you, let me know. But for everything, there's something good and bad about it. And while the stove is good, and because it cooks, you have to use safety. So the first thing we're going to learn is safety. So teacher, at the end of the week, I don't ever want to touch a stove again, because I learned so much about the T Ford model stove. I don't ever want to see a stove again. So when my mama go and cook me food, I'm not going to be in that kitchen. I'm going to be sitting in there drawing and minding my own business. So you see how this story turned into something beautiful? This Three of Wands here is telling me there was a lot of belief systems instilled in you to be afraid of your truth. You may have a parent said, don't tell people what going on in this house, because they were afraid of losing you. I mean, there's a lot of people losing their kids to ACS, because ACS is basically beating parents down for making mistakes. Now, if you're making a mistake over and over, that's a concern. But if you're making a mistake once and you fix it and you get better and better, ACS should not be keeping your child with a parent that's toxic or away from you. They should not be doing illegal stuff like they're doing. I'm currently involved in a battle like that now, and it's very difficult. But, I find healthy ways to deal with it. So, I do Sudoku. And on that note, the Sudoku. So you got 3 by 3. So something tells me you guys remember 3 by. So you got 3 by 3, and each of these 3 boxes is 9 squares. Okay. So have you guys ever played tic-tac-toe? It's been a while since I played tic-tac-toe. All right. So I'm gonna draw. Yeah, you can learn Sudoku in so many ways. All right. Here's a tic-tac-toe board. Some weird-ass weirdos calling. So if you ever heard of tic-tac-toe, you draw these two horizontal and vertical. is this tic-tac-toe. In fact, if you have not played tic-tac-toe, a good way to bond with your children or your best friend is by playing tic-tac-toe. All right, so I'm gonna put an X in the middle just because I want to. That used to be my signature move, but I guess now since I'm viewing things from a different perspective, I might just start putting X somewhere else. You know, people when they play chess, you want to basically own the middle of the board. Actually, no, you don't. You let people know your moves. You know? So instead, I'm gonna X out this X. I'm gonna put it right here. I just feel led to. So they say they only got X's and O's, but no, when you play tic-tac-toe, you can be anything you want. Like I used to just sit here and draw a whole hearts, all kinds of shit. But I'm about to draw a ladybug. So we got X ladybug. All right. So the goal is to get 3 in a straight line. And I used to be trying to cheat, like, you know, this is my X is here and like here, X here. That's not. So hold on. So you may think I'm about to get X, right? Like X may say, I'm about to get this thing. Everything's lined up. But Ladybug says, nah, boo. I'm about to put a muck in your plans. So now because X revealed their whole secret, X is like, okay, I can only get 3 here or here. So X does this. All right. Because X did not want Ladybug to win. Then Ladybug says, that's all right. I could do this right here. All right. So once again, X sees, oh shit, Ladybug about to get that shit. And X takes it. What do we learn from this one? Ladybug needs to slow down. See? This shows here that the ladybug was cornered. So what you can learn from tic-tac-toe, don't put yourself in the corner. However, don't always show your hand. Or maybe, wait, I just learned something. I just said something wrong. Just because you may move your move out so people can see doesn't mean they know what you're doing. So I wonder what would have happened if X had put their X here. I mean, just imagine you playing tic-tac-toe with your best friend, shit like that. But at the end of the day, the best part of tic-tac-toe is learning how to lose. Literally. Okay. Sometimes losing can be the best thing you ever experienced, because when you get competitive, and when I'm picking up this 3 of Wands in reverse, like generational curses of malicious jealousy and gossip, shit like that, I feel like you might be breaking it if you're watching this. Unnecessary comparison. Like just hurting each other and trying to hurt each other, you know, emotionally and shit. You start to realize it's okay to lose. Like, God damn, I don't know how to win. I know how to lose. Or maybe I don't know how to lose. So at the end of the day, I don't know how to win. I don't know how to lose. God step in. Okay. So we're going to just pick a random box. And if we put a number in, great. If we don't put a number in, that's fine too. The whole goal is just to take your time to understand the thing. You know, take your time with it. And I feel led to pick this square right here. So let's do this. All right. Now, If you already put together how to make this thing work, then do the thing. In fact, take a picture of this and finish it if you feel led to. If you finish this before I, even put this video back up, please leave a row of 999999999, the numbers according to this. And it's not about like, oh my gosh, I'm in a race with you. No, just literally like, I'm gonna say congratulations for discovering yourself. There's no rush, there's no competition. I don't care if one person posted, if more than one person watches this video. Like literally, everybody post the numbers and then share what was your best thing about it. Remember, it's not about doing a puzzle like fast or anything. It's just about being. So I'm looking at this. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Uh-huh. No. Not ready. No. Not ready. 5. Not here. Not ready. Ooh. I just learned a new method. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. We got 6 in place. All right. Let's see if we got a 7 up in this bad boy. No, we got an 8 though. Do we got a 9? Okay. Not ready, but we got 1. All right. Now, I even got an idea. If you watch this, the first one who finishes this, I'll give you a free reading. I don't care if this is a year from now. I'm gonna do it, at a decent time, of course. So self-care comes first. I'm not putting myself like, oh shit, in the fire line. No, I ain't got time for that. With discipline and boundaries, I will give you a free reading. But yeah. So the day you finish this puzzle before we all finish it together, and you post it, and you share your experience with everybody, like what it was like, I will give you a free reading. And like the great Sudoku would say, take a break. Finding one is good enough. Like, I used to think they not no real Sudoku, forgive me. I didn't mean it. I used to say they ain't no real Sudoku players. They only got one Sudoku notebook. And I would be in this competition like, oh shit, how many whatever. How many can I finish? And the wise ones would look at me like, girl, you don't know what you're doing in your brain. You thinking so much and moving so fast that you basically, burning out your brain energy. So then I started realizing, oh shit, I'm tired. I don't want to play no more. Because, you use up too much mental energy, it impacts your physical body. You may say, I'm tired of lies because you're mentally tired. It'd be crazy, but most people don't be paying attention to it. You may be like, my immune system breaking down. Why your immune system breaking down? I just feel like there's so much I have to do, and I feel like I don't have enough time. So what you doing? I asked for more hours at work. They gave it to me. Why would you do that? I gotta pay bills. Well, how many hours you working? 56 this week. Okay. So you take into consideration overworking, You're overthinking because you're stressing. And then not only that, your immune system breaking down. And you're trying to finish a puzzle. Don't do that. I don't care if this video found 10 years from now, shit, I might be doing something real cool, smooth, and swayzy and shit. And if this video found 10 years from now, you like, well, I got the number, you still get a free reading? Hell yeah, bro, but you ain't give up on that shit. Crazy cool, we got 10 of swords. Crazy cool. In reverse. Okay, I'm picking up on because I said 10. Yeah, I'm the type of person when I put chapstick on, I'll just be like slicking this thing like you still doing that? Yeah. You know, I've been taking care of my lips properly, so I got dry skin. And I'm taking care of my dry skin. And if you looking at me because you don't like that I got the confidence to put my chapstick on, well, stop looking, motherfucker. Like my mama said something real slick to me. I put on a glob of lip gloss when I was younger. She said, that's too much. It's gonna look like you being sucking dick. And at the time I thought my mama loved me. Or she would have told me that it looked like I'm sucking dick. Then I came to find out, wait, it don't look like I'm sucking dick. I got people trying to copy my lip gloss. What are you talking about, woman? Then I started to find out my mama catching all kinds of STDs. That's why she got a heart disease. So she was projecting the fact that she was sucking dick onto me as a child. Yo, this shit funny. And the reason she said it's gonna look like your lips look like you been sucking dick was because some nasty ass nigga, you know, showed her how her lips looked when his cum was dripping on it. She ain't like it. So she got disgusted when I put my lip gloss on. Bitch, that show shit ain't got shit to do with me. Yo, I've been finding out a lot of shit about my mama. Yo, like there's a lot of shit I forgot about my childhood. But I've been remembering a whole bunch of stuff. Like I have blanked out so much shit. That's how much stress I have been in. So I feel like if you watching this, you about to be like, I heard airing people business out, but no, I feel like you about to be saying, God damn, ain't holding this shit in no more. This shit hurt too much. The more I keep this pain in, I feel worse, and you over here trying to make it seem like I'm doing better. I swear I am. But instead of us talking about what the fuck happened, you trying to act like everything okay, causing me stress, and I can't move forward. So I gotta leave you. I gotta go. So I'm about to sit and talk about this shit. I'm about to talk about the real shit that happened, not how we made it look on social media. Not how we made it look to the people that we would be around. They such a happy family. No, we ain't happy up in this bitch. I don't care how the Christmas card look. I don't care what fucking birthday present you gave me. I don't care if you tell fuckers, well, she just been acting up since her daddy came. Bitch, you've been doing a whole lot of shit and you've been wanting me to hide this shit. Yo, I feel like if you on this reading, you about to like really share your truth and it's gonna be so well received. You're gonna be like, I wish I would have did this a long time ago. But I'm actually glad you didn't. You wanna know why? Because the person that you are now, because of the beautiful journey you had, means the world not only to me, but so many others. And we want to see you, whoever you are. Who are you? You ain't this, you got the pain that you've been through. You are whoever you choose to be. I see you as a fucking warrior. For you to be like, I'm gonna be myself anyway. Like, I would still keep applying a whole bunch of lip gloss on my lips, and I would keep hearing my mother's voice in my head saying, it looked like you've been sucking dick. And so then I would be thinking, that's why the boys want to talk to me, because it looked like I suck dick. But I'm not trying to look like I suck dick. I'm just trying to put lip gloss on, only to find out there was nothing wrong with the way I put lip gloss on. You know, and I forget my mama for it, but you know, it's like, stay over there. You toxic. Keep your toxic ass over there. You ever dealt with somebody who don't respect boundaries? Like, you try to tell them, yo, I don't want shit to do with you. But because they can't physically touch you, and that's all, like, well, that's what they really want. The average human just wants some physical touch by somebody that understand them. So if you a good person and you know, left a relationship with a very toxic person, that person just miss your touch. They done dealt with people just like them. They feel worse than you, and they like, God damn, shit, man. How come that my ex over there happy and shit, and I'm over here miserable as hell? That's when they want to come back to you. Anybody that want to come back to you after they're miserable and they're not getting themselves out of it, they're not even telling you the whole honest truth, don't take their asses back, because more than likely this 10 of swords gonna turn into this 10 of swords, okay? And when you in this 10 of swords energy, it's easy to manipulate you. Emotionally it'll start, and then mentally, and then abuse will start back. And there's some cases where it got so bad you had some ex-partners stage people death. Now with this four of wands up here though, and it's in reverse, this takes place in families where people don't want to talk about what the fuck going on. This four of wands in reverse is saying, yo, we ain't happy, but we making it look like we happy. We showing our asses off on social media so other people will think that we got our shit together. People, the person that we bullying know what our life like, and we trying to keep their mouth shut because we are so paranoid. We think the whole wide world know what we got going on in our house. No, the whole time that toxic person thinking that you just over here like, I feel like you having a house party, and I feel like whoever I'm channeling is like over there watching you having a house party, and then they over here like they gon' and instead of them simply saying I miss you, but I am not willing to do the work to get it back in your good graces, because I know if I did, you still won't give me a chance. Cause I hurt you too bad. They over here like, I cannot stand their asses. What can I do to turn their party into the cops coming in and saying, party's over, everybody go home. My party is home, bitch. So somebody is in high regrets because you have healed yourself from this energy, and you may not be able to tell that you healed from this energy because you may still be like, I'm still feeling emotions. God damn, yo, bro, what's going on? Shit. You know, I just want to, you know, drink a little wine. I just want to do some, you know, write some fucking poetry. I just want to paint some sad ass shit. And you think I still got more healing to do. The fact that you can express that you feel sad and then go do something creative with it, that means you're healing. Like real shit. I used to think healing meant like, I know I'm completely healed whenever I have to speak to him. I don't give a good goddamn. The honest truth is, I loved a lot of people who didn't love themselves, and I loved them when I loved them more than I loved myself. So I experienced what it was like to get hurt by people who I love more than I love myself, and who reflected to me they had no love for themselves and just wanted the love I had to give. So I had to be honest, like, you know what? All I want is love. But those experiences taught me that's not love for me. That might be love for you. So you keep that shit over there, bro. You know, those the kind of people, you know, I'd be like, yeah, put their asses on the plane. Tell them they going somewhere they ain't going. Then they end up into another country that it's gonna be hard to escape out of. And then I gotta think about it. Shit, I be like, they gone, but the whole time I did some shiesty shit, and I get bad karma for it. So this is telling me that you may want to seek revenge on that person who's been trying to get your attention. This person been trying to fuck up your foundation because you not sad no more. And you may be like, I want to fuck that bitch up. And this is what you do. You look in the mirror and you say, I know who the fuck I am. And I ain't gonna be nobody bitch in prison. Real shit. Because let's be honest, you are so aware of what's going on and what's going to take place, and this person's not. And all they're trying to do is put fear in your heart so that they can hurt you and shit. Don't fall for that shit. This person leaving so many tracks of how they have hurt you that what's going to be fucking lit is the reason they get caught is because of them. So the fact is, you know how we was talking about boxing earlier? Man, if that's where you going, all right, it's all good. I may have took a loss in that tic-tac-toe game, but I'm glad I did, baby. Because while you learning to just admit, I'm a sucker for love. And that person, a sucker for love, but they like, I don't love that bitch. I don't love that nigga. I'm just gonna fuck that shit up. Everybody can clearly see you mad because that person don't want you no more, bro. You all right? Yeah, I'm good, bro. I just want to take care of some shit. Or you may have a sister who like, a female who like, I'm in the right relationship, okay? You are jealous because you have not been able to find a good man, but I got a good man. She looked good. She got all the finest clothes on. She extra sassy. But what happened when she go home? Babe, please let's not fight right now. I'm getting a cold. And it's obvious she's sick, but bro just like, I don't care. You gonna listen to me? So this is the kind of shit where you gotta just like literally woo-saw, okay? Don't just do the same thing over and over. I'm gonna tell you guys something I did. Something I did was I used to just do tarot. And I didn't understand it, why I was so sad and miserable. So then I rediscovered Sudoku. 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 The slower you say it, it sounds like a mantra. Sudoku. 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 Okay. I'm starting to put more things into my schedule. So maybe you, like when I say schedule, like, okay, we got to do this for 30 minutes. We got to do this for 50 minutes. We got to do this for 70 minutes. We got to do exactly like that. No, my heart say, I'm going to try something different. I want to try something different. You know, change it up a bit. Go ahead and do it. 10 times out of 10, the person who's stalking you, if you are being stalked, and if you're watching this, you're more likely being stalked by a crazy ass ex who trying to cause all kinds of distractions. Remember what we stated. They're moving too fast, missing signs. They may cause you some heartache because they probably put your ass through something. But you do stuff to keep yourself calm. And for me, rose oil is like my favorite thing, my favorite go-to. It helps me calm my heartbeat down. My house smells like rose oil. My house smells like a bunch of beautiful incense and things like that. And aromatherapy helps me create a sense of peace for myself. Because I'll be honest, you know, there's areas in my life where there's peace, and there's areas in my life where it's not peace. And the areas of my life that I do not currently have peace in is with me being the mother to my children due to having some very toxic, narcissistic, stalkerish ass exes who using my kids to bind themselves to me. And it's very annoying. However, I realize because we have hard conditions in my family, I ain't gonna be doing that push tug of war shit. Yo, bro, play tug of war by yourself. I'm about to go do some Sudoku. Like, I just been woo sign that bitch out, okay? So what we gonna do? We're gonna woo side, slow it down, and we're gonna do a meditation, mind you. And we'll get some messages from the angels. Or, you know, I'll get the angel messages now. And we're gonna do a meditation. Okay. I'll call him back. Somebody, let me clean my car first. All right, so welcome to the meditation. Welcome to the meditation. Now, I'm not gonna tell you how to meditate. All I'm gonna say, do however you meditate. Meditate, like literally. I do not like sitting still, closing my eyes. I gotta move because I got like some Gemini on my chart and shit. And so that Gemini me just be like, yo, I'm ready to go. So I got like patience and compassion are my best friend. Cause like they be like, yo, I know you gotta have some self-discipline, sis. Sit your shit down. Cause you got a physical body. And if you overwork your body, you know, you only get one meat suit. So you better take care of your meat suit, right? So even though I be wanting to just like go here, go there, I just be sitting the fuck down. You know, I'm 31 years young and like I'm just learning to like, I'm not gonna act like I'm a mad 3-year-old because my mother took my virginity. I'm gonna say shit. I ain't got my, you know, I don't like that it happened, but shit, it happened. Goddamn, I can't change this shit. I can't change nothing about that. What I can change now is how I move forward. So because my body is 31 years young, I'm not gonna act like a 3-year, like the 3-year-old version of me having a temper tantrum. I'm not saying all 3-year-olds have temper tantrums. No, that children act better than adults. I'm saying the 3-year-old angry me that's like, why is this shit happening to me? You know, I'm not gonna keep living like I don't see what's going. Like, fuck it, the shit happened. Let me keep it fucking moving. But to conclude, however it is that you meditate, do what you do. All right. I'm going to just be chillaxing. I don't normally put food on my bed, spread like this, but like I smell chocolate and roses in the room, and it's like it feels like it's amazing. Like I'm gonna try to make like a chocolate rose smell. Yo, there's a grocery store where they got something chocolate based, and we got roses. Oh shit. We could go get some vegan some vegan chocolate food coloring. Hell yeah. I mean, food, not coloring. vegan chocolate food flavor. If you know when they got some vegan chocolate food flavor, I ain't getting up and rushing to it now, but it's gonna be for a later project. I love chocolate, and it's that time of the month now, so I'm like, yo, what would the world be like without chocolate? Actually, let's look that up. What would the world be like without chocolate? It would be without beauty. We got goddess Lakshmi, beauty, and we got Hathor, rejuvenation. So this telling me we won't have no beauty in the world. Don't take chocolate for granted. And most of all, if you're a female watching this, don't take your menstrual cycle for granted. This is a good bonding time with yourself. Now, however it is you choose to meditate, do your thing, drop that deuce. But this is Charge of the Star Goddess. This is a poem version by Star Hawk, and it says it's traditional. So I'm just gonna slow down so I can mellow to it. I who am the beauty of the green earth and the white moon among the stars and the mysteries of the waters. I call upon your soul to arise and come into me. For I am the soul of nature that gives life to the universe. From me all things proceed, and unto me they must return. Let my worship be in the heart that rejoices. For behold, all acts of love and pleasure are my rituals. Let there be beauty and strength, power and compassion, honor and humility, mirth and reverence within you. And you who seek to know me, know that your seeking and yearning will avail you not, unless you know the mystery. For if that which you seek you find not within yourself, you will never find it without. For behold, I have been with you from the beginning, and I am that which is attained at the end of desire. Okay, every time I read that, I'm learning I don't understand it, but I feel renewed and refreshed after. Like, these are beautiful cards that can do anything they want. And the fact that I gave such a deep message with just a few cards is teaching me it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And no, I'm not doing this for the rest of the day. All right. But I do want to communicate with the angels among us. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm about to go use the bathroom. Like, I love when I drink lovely water and then I have to urinate, because like when you drink water that you love, you just feel great. Okay. If anyone wants to, I'm going to ask, can you guys send me a badass like wine glass? You can even design it that I could drink in my videos, because that's some badass artists out here. Okay. And I'll pour my water in there and drink from it. But yeah, the one that stand out, that's the one I'm gonna drink from. Like the one, like, that's the one. Yo, that's me. Yo, that's me. That's me. I use bathroom though. Oh. My picture started falling. So I drew a picture when I was at the beach last year. It was so fun. I met some girls who were they made their own drinks, and they was like, we want to share And you know, I had got so used to hanging out with ugly people. So God blessed me to meet some really sweet people. And they brought some alcohol. And I don't even want to say alcohol. They bought like a drink for a goddess. And this drink was so beautiful. It helped me relax on mind, body, and soul. And I didn't even need a lot of it. So then I drew this picture at the beach. And I was with this Virgo who was like annoying. She just showed me how I just need to stop being hard on myself. But I took my art supplies, and this is a picture I drew, and it says, I followed the trail of lavender. Oh, lyric and indigo. Oh, yeah. So this is what I drew. It was so the way my this picture is right over the right like above and next to the cactus, and this picture normally doesn't like fall down, but it started falling, and so I was like, why am I picking this up? I don't know. However, I wrote my daughter's names in the heart, lyric and indigo, and it was as if the sea, I felt like it did, but I put a heart where I would be able to be a mother to my kids. Excuse the bathroom. And I put their names. And I didn't say like I want to, you know, be like the traditional mom and shit. I just really put like lyric and indigo, something positive about their life. And the ocean came and swallowed it up. So on that note, I'm about to go use the bathroom. And you'll see what you see. How you see it. So, if you're here, great. So I've discussed my love of tarot. We're gonna do something fun. In fact, I'm not even doing timestamps anymore. If you watch it and you get here when you get here, you do your thing. If you want to leave a timestamp, you do that. But if you don't feel like it, you got to do it. It's all good. But I'm just gonna do this shit. Timestamp free. Alright. So 4 pals. And this 4-pile pick card is titled Just Fucking Relax. Ew. This is good chapstick. Except that dry skin come up and everything. You know, I'm gonna go to an old school party, like where they playing stuff like Nelly, or like before it's all in my head. I think don't nobody hear that sad shit, but sometimes you gotta hear that sad shit, alright? Cause you know you whatever. I used to want to hear happy songs all the time, and now I realize sometimes the songs I want to hear ain't so happy. So, you know, plus you just, you know, there's to some Usher, yeah. Honestly, before I said I wanted to be a pastor or a preacher as a kid, I literally said I wanted to be sweets. Hold on, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. No, it's too, I'm not eating it. It's too heavy. I'm working on not eating heavy on purpose. Cause like I'll eat heavy food more when I'm depressed, but when I'm like happy, I'll eat like light little snacks throughout the day. So I'm starting to pick up my depression acting up and everything. Like, cause I'm eating the snack, this is, you know, I'm still using discipline where I'm not gonna do it and shit, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, slow down. Cause I normally just tear the bag open, but I'm like, there's more. How am I eating so fast? Let me enjoy the taste of each one. Slow. Cause honestly, if I just rush through the whole thing, well, just do a good job. It's a family farmer owned. That's why they fruit snacks taste so good. You know? Welch's is my favorite. They're my favorite so much, I'm willing to slow down for them. So let me understand the love that was put in this one gummy. I feel good. Oh, it's just somebody playing some annoying ass rap music, like loud as shit, and they ain't talked about nothing, but they got that shit blasting in the car. You know what's funny though? People who play the most stupidest goddamnest music out loud in their car, but the music they like, this what I listen to when I'm by myself. Shit, if this the music that make me feel good, I'm gonna play that shit. Yo, when I get a blessed car, I don't be playing. I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I think a zig off. You ain't heard of Spice Girls? Get down with it. The Spice Girls is like that. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't heard of the Spice Girls, or if you have and you slept on them, or if you like ain't listened to them in a minute, you ain't got to party with me. But you can go, you know, find out about the Spice Girls. Like, I'm gonna be blasting Egyptian music. I'm gonna be blasting, you know, beach sounds. Like, you ain't gonna hear no dumbass music coming from my car though. Cause I was like, what's that noise? Let me look out the window one more time. I'm like a cat just looking out the window like. It's super peaceful outside. Like the neighborhood I stay in, like earlier it was like straight people were trying to fight each other. Shit, I was just like, they can't see me though. They was trying to fight each other every goddamn thing. They was arguing, they was getting upset. And now it's so peaceful where I'm at. And I was like, wait, it's peaceful out there. It's peaceful. It's peaceful, y'all. It's peaceful. So this four top favorite card title, relax. Fact. We'll go from a whole different angle today. I ain't done this angle yet. I think I should like it a lot. I should do. Cool ass shit. Yo, what's the lighting like? It's perfect. That natural lighting is good. You know, this right here feel like false ass Hollywood shit. All this, you know, like I want that shit. This right here, it feels like that's home. Give me that any day. Natural lighting is the best light. Starting to make sense now. A lot of stuff I ain't even understand. That's why you ever notice if you go the house you buy normally had natural lighting coming to it. Houses with artificial light, most people like, no, it's another pretty mansion. I'm getting tired of looking at all these big houses that we can't afford. But the house that naturally has light pouring in, you're like, this is the house. And you guys may not know how you're going to get the money for the house, but you'll be like, this is the house. Like, but a lot of other people bidding for it. Don't worry about it. This is the house. And you, 3 years later, you like, we're in the house. And it's ours. It's like, yeah, told you. You know? That's what you want, natural. But the house where 27 bathrooms and the garages are so up to par with their technology. You can't get any better than this. We're going to take it because this is a house that you deserve. But you barely hump because I'm working and I want to give you a nice house. Shit. Oh, okay. The realtor like, well, if you guys get into a fight, there's a bunch of rooms so that you can, you know, get your own space. I'll take it. Says the wife. Because she know this nigga gonna be in debt. And when she leave, he gonna be like swimming in debt up to his eyeballs because he like, shit, I put my name on this house. God damn, I can't afford these payments. What happens when you live this life and you focused on, I can't afford these payments? You miss out on this. The natural. People would take this any day than in that light being home. So, you know, the best light is natural light, the sunshine, the moon. In fact, I'm gonna open the blind up a little bit more. Let some more sunlight in and some shade. Excuse me. Oh, it's a pretty view. Oh, that's the prettiest view I ever seen. I'll take it. You sure? I haven't even told you how much it's gonna be. I'll take it. That's the one. All right. So, let's get started. Y'all, I got music in my head all the time. Like literally, I actually want to get some headphones. Yeah, I'm gonna get some headphones, like, cause I break like my headphones break a lot, y'all. So, wow, I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm doing, but it's like I be rough on my headphones. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, maybe we'll get no headphones this time, but like I be having so much music in my head, y'all. I just want to like, and actually I like it in my head now. Cause it's just me and my party. I'm scared to invite people to my party. But if I had a party though, I'd be the DJ oh yeah. Like my vibe is my music. You ever heard me DJ? You will never forget how you felt in that moment. And you'll be like, all those my favorite songs. Like, it be lit though. But see, I'm gonna get some headphones after I finish this reading. Welcome, Power One. Thank you for being present, Power One. The angels are among us. The angels among us that, and then the angels are among us. All right, Power One. The beautiful goddess Lakshmi is here. Something that you were due a long time ago. There was something you could have done by the age of 28 that was put on hold. It was taken from you. Okay, so what I'm picking up is you had an inheritance stole from you. When you were young, you had an inheritance stolen from you, which is the inheritance that was promised to you by the age of 28. Now, if you're a little bit over 28, or if you're working, if you're younger than 28, you're like, wait, there's something just for me? Exactly. It's like a will. Let's say somebody died and say, I'm leaving all of this and this, that, to this such and such. If you're in a family that's like, well, how much did they get? We could definitely use this money to get that mortgage paid off. Well, her mom's grieving right now. That's the best time to strike. So a lot of family members have scammed a lot of other family members to get their portion of your fortune. Now you may say, what is my fortune? You will know what your fortune is. For everybody, fortune's different. Fortune could be your quiet time, your peace. Fortune for somebody else could be having their own garden. And while not the whole wide world, but people who do not understand what true fortune is may see, they have a lot of time to just garden. I wonder what they do for a living. Instead of, what do I love doing? I should probably start doing it. This is your fortune. It's not the value that came with it or comes with it. It's the fact that you do it just simply because you love doing it. What if your fortune is you being yourself, and you being yourself brings you fortune? Well, your fortune is you being yourself. Okay? So, the message you're getting, Power One, is that it is being returned to you. And this lotus here, I didn't notice this lotus flower, but when I think of the beautiful lotus, I think of when it's growing in the mud, when it's forming. As beautiful as the lotus's petals are, they're not that very soft to the touch because they had to learn to see their beauty in their rough exterior. So when it comes to the mud, if a lotus flower was like really soft, and it would crinkle under pressure of the heavy mud. So a lotus flower has to understand the rough edges make it beautiful. So when it comes up, people praise a lotus flower because they're like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And it grew in that? Well, a lotus flower has to fight for its life to get through mud. And you understand how heavy and thick mud is, okay? Imagine your whole house all of a sudden gets covered in mud. Now, people think about not covered in mud, but your whole house is filled up with mud. People think a forest fire. Well, a fire burning up your house is like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? The average person is not willing to clean. Their house got flooded with mud. Think about it. Floods make it so you have to start over from scratch. My home, when I was young, we had a flood, so we had to move. It was very difficult, you know, because the town we stayed in, it didn't matter if you were a victim of the flood, they still was gonna talk about you. Why you wearing them stupid ass, funky ass shoes? Why you ain't got no money, do you? And you like, wait, we in the same town where a flood took place, and you talking about my clothes? Why aren't you asking me about how we gonna help bring humanity together through this disastrous period? You know what I'm saying? So I'm picking up people from your past, Power One, who used to pick on you for being different. They now seeing you like a motherfucking lotus. They like, even though Power One they didn't have no love, Power One was the most beautifulest thing we ever seen. Because while we try to make Power One hate themselves, and people try to take your love from you, they wanted it for themselves by any means necessary. That they wanted you to hate yourself. And the fact that you still have come out of the mud in full bloom as a lotus, these people like, God damn, that's pretty. Your self-love has come back. And with 33 celebration and Goddess Hathor, something that you are working so diligently on, it's going to take a little time for it to come through, but it's going to come through by the age of 33. Now, if you pass 33, well, whatever was due to you at age 33 is coming back home to you. And it's going to be so healing. You see this blue? I'm just thinking of water. I'm just seeing beautiful water. Something that has been trying to drag you down so you can hate yourself again. You're going to see how you're going to be the lotus flower that when you have to go back into the mud and the mud says, you were strong then, but we're going to make you even stronger because we're going to put more pressure on you. Do what you do. I'm a lotus flower. You're going to be the most beautifulest things people done ever seen. They're going to be trying to wonder, how is it we're being so ugly to you, but you keep loving yourself? How is it we keep putting hate onto you, but you keep giving us love? You know that we planning and plotting to hurt you. Why you keep giving us love? And the love you give these people gonna break their asses down. So what's changing in your life is you are going to be experiencing the freedom that comes with unconditional love. What happens, and Archangel Shamiel is going to be walking you through this process. So do not fear if you're like, I'm going to be taken advantage of again. No, Archangel Shamiel with you, and Archangel Shamiel don't take no shit. People think Archangel Shamiel is a pushover because Archangel Shamiel is about love in the heart and self-love and heart healing. But if you only understood Archangel Shamiel's story, I'll give you guys a beginning, middle, and continuation. The beginning of Archangel Shamiel, the beginning denied love. Anything he did to get love was punished. So the average person who has followed Archangel Shamiel's footsteps understands that anyone who doesn't love themselves will try to hurt someone who loves themselves. It doesn't even matter if you try to tell that person, well, I love you, forgive me, let's talk this out. They're going to see through the eyes of hate and only want to hurt you because they don't like the way they see themselves when they see you. You may be wondering, well, if there's people out here like that walking around, why don't I defend myself the way they defend themselves? Think about it. If the way they defended themselves was working, their immune systems wouldn't be breaking down. If the way they defended themselves was working, they would not be in poverty. And if the way their defense and immune system was working, if it was in their highest honor, they would not constantly being denied access to you, Pal One. So that shows that it doesn't matter what these people put out or how they try to have you put back in a state of fear. You are cloaked and surrounded in unconditional love. So these people who try to make you hate yourself just to control you and feed off of your heart chakra, they can never get access to you in any way possible. So they're just going to constantly keep getting mad because you're going to be getting unconditional love and they're going to be treated like you were treated. So this is what Archangel Ariel is walking with you in your home life. Guardian of the earth and environment abundance. So when we look at guardian of the earth, people say the earth, there's trash on the earth. What's the big deal about earth? They don't take care of it. I ain't gonna take care of it. What happens when you take care of Mother Gaia? Mother Gaia is nature. These are her children. Mother Gaia says to her children, even though these humans are not taking care of you right now, you will always have a home. But those who don't take care of me will not have a home. So I feel like you take care of the environment, Power One. I feel as if you are very closely connected to nature and you have no idea how. So all that treats Mother Gaia correctly is protected wherever they go. And when we have environment abundance, you may not be doing anything that you see as this is enough for me to give back to Mother Gaia. You are in the planning stages of helping support Mother Gaia in the way that she asked of you to. Don't think I should have had this done by now. No, it is time for you to heal right now. So as you're healing, Archangel Ariel is protecting everywhere you go. And Archangel Ariel is nothing to be played with. If you see this picture, she's wearing turquoise, a turquoise stone. Now, one thing, if someone's signature stone is the turquoise stone, you do not want to target that person because it is connected to the water. And water is powerful. If it flooded, everything would be submerged in water. If there's a human of people who can't adapt to, like animals, fish. You know, if they can't turn into a fish and get fins, it's gonna be like the Titanic, where it got too cold and the people froze in the water and died. So the value of the tortoise is emotional intelligence is key. Archangel Ariel is teaching you emotional intelligence so that you can forgive those who do not have emotional intelligence because they choose not to. Now you may be saying, but what about the obstacles they put in my way? Lord Ganesha is removing them. And when Lord Ganesha comes up in here, no, get out of Lord Ganesha's way. If you don't get out of Lord Ganesha's way, it's not good for those who hunted elephants. There's a legend that is spread among those who hunt elephants that you want to make sure the elephant doesn't see you when you shoot for it, when you kill it. They don't like to hunt the parents so they can take the babies back to America, and then they want to put them in zoos because they understand they can't take the mama and the kids, so they try to take the babies. All right. So if an elephant remembers you, and elephants have memories like nobody's business. They remember every past life. I mean, fucking every past life. Whatever you did to that elephant will not stay hidden. So, with Lord Ganesha being represented by the force of an elephant, you can kill an elephant and be real sneaky about it. But that elephant may come back in the form of a human, reincarnation. It can come back in the form of your brother, your mother, your sister, whoever it comes up in the form of. And whatever happened in the past, gonna be remembered for all to know. So Lord Ganesha is coming in and cleaning up house. And you see this lotus? Lord Ganesha loves his lotuses. A lot of people don't understand this, but Lord Ganesha is a sucker for a lotus flower. And when I say a sucker, I don't mean you can come up there and emotionally manipulate him and you can just, try to manipulate him to get a lotus flower. No, it don't work like that. Lord Ganesha, if you even try to hurt a lotus flower, Lord Ganesha will fuck you up. If he removes obstacles, think about it. Whoever's creating obstacles for you is up against the one who removes even the most toughest of obstacles. It may take time, but when Lord Ganesha through, you got a clear path ahead. All right. Now we got Commander Ashtar as well, Starseed. Commander Ashtar definitely stands out. You can't deny when Commander Ashtar is in the room. Commander Ashtar don't care if you don't like how he look in his regular form. Commander Ashtar says, I am what I am. You're going to have to be what you are, because if you let fear have you feeling like this the monkey you want to jump on today, I'm going to show you what a colony full of monkeys attacking one person can do. Now think about it. We got Planet of the Apes. Apes are more intelligent than a human. They're constantly evolving, especially verbally. An ape will never stop learning. It doesn't matter if you do experiments on it. The ape will learn about the experiment and learn how to use it for its benefit and turn that whole experiment on the scientists. Why do you think in other versions of planets of the apes, and there are many, the apes have a way of dominating the humans? So, because humans just, they see, well, we look different than you, so this is what we've been able to do, and this is what we're going to continue doing. So, Commander Ashtar don't have to be seen with a lie, you know? You may think Commander Ashtar just introverted as shit. No, Commander Ashtar walks with a force that you can't see. So Power One, while you may be concerned, what I'm standing out, everybody see I'm different. What do I do? Even if they know the truth, but they come up against me. This is why you may notice some people don't ever show up in your life again. Galactic guides. Some people, you may wonder, because they may put out the message, I'm going to continue to bully you for as long as I live. And you may be like, wait, I don't know you, bro. What the fuck going on, bro? I just saw you when you got triggered because you saw how you insecure, bro. Well, here comes the man in black, man in black. They won't let you remember. All right. So whatever it is you're going through, do not fear. It's safe for you to have fun, Power One, because people are going to show hate to you by acting like they love you. Since they can't emulate that self-love in their own life, they're going to try to like convince you, well, if we give Power One this false sense of love, they'll let us in. But Power One, the kind of love you got attract enemies. And anybody who don't actually love themselves that way, when they come up against the enemy they created by trying to take on your starseed persona, they start to really discover what an enemy is. That's why they say, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. So Power One, do not worry about whoever is planning and plotting with who. Those people about to, not like right now they gonna do it, but it's see the big things. See, okay, we're gonna take it back to humble ourselves. You know, when, okay, for a birthday, we associate a cake with it. Now the child sees the beautiful already made cake. But what about when you bake a cake with your child for one of their birthdays? Your child will say, this is my favorite cake in the world. Your home will actually feel like home. So you can buy a cake from the store. You can make your own cake. It's like think about it business-wise. Let's say there's 3 cake shops. One's not competing, but 2 are. Imagine all these cake shops going to business, right? And the 2 that's competing, they're able to get quick money in, but they're having a lot of complaints from the clients asking for cakes being baked because they're like, there's inconsistency here. I mean, I know you're giving us much more perks than the other businesses, and even though I don't think I can afford this is my child's birthday coming up. I want to make sure they have the best cake. Well, they might say, we got something, and they might mass produce cakes. Might even mass produce family recipes. And then they start wondering, Why is it I'm knee deep in, no, I'm head over heels in debt? Why is it I'm dealing with a lot of shady people? I probably shouldn't have given away the family recipe for business profit. Then the people start saying, they start writing bad reviews. This cake company ain't shit. So then your cakes may be a little bit higher and pricey, but you like, I ain't lowering my prices down. I know my worth, bitch. The people will start, we would like a cake. My child has a birthday coming soon and we want to just check some things out. And let's say you understand what type of people these. These are people that's like, they're going to give me a discount. And they don't even know you. And you like, I know my worth. So you might be like, okay, I'm going to see what kind of client this is. Is this the one that's going to try to get me to a lawsuit? Or is this the one that's actually going to be real about this shit? Well, you get the ones that want the lawsuits. Oh, okay. We'll pay all of the money for the cake because we can see this is quality. Even though we didn't taste it, we know it's quality. Now, the lawsuit, they may be thinking, we gonna say we had an allergic reaction to the cake and there was an ingredient that wasn't put on the box when we bought it. You following? We don't know, we didn't taste the cake. So, but we know what we see and how you're passionate about it. And we want to just sign away our money to you without thinking about it. Take on a client like this, Power One, you get sued. And so you have to learn to say, nah, I'm good, boo. That's all you, boo. You can, these are my set prices. From the very get-go, you like, these are my set prices. This is where I do business. If you don't feel like doing it, this ain't a business for you. You gonna get some bad reviews. They're gonna be like, Power One cake shop ain't shit. And people who just I wanna start some shit, gonna come to the place and invest and be like, God damn, this is a good cake. I paid what this cake was worth. And you may become well known for specialty cakes. You know? Like, they may not let me taste the cake or let me know what's in it. And they may only, sell to a few people, but they seem happy. And that person over there competing is overselling on cakes, copying the same design, ain't even trying to hide the shit no more. And it looked like they got more money, only to come find out that person knee deep in debt too. So the whole scenario of this Power One is what you're blessed with is enough. If someone tries to give you too much, don't take their shit. It's like with love as well, Power One. Let's say this is how much money you want to bring in every day, every week, or every month. You know, if you go over, you done met a client who's trying to sue you. You done met a client who's like, I already got a complaint set up. And we gonna do this shit right. You know you're dealing with some crafty people who will be wanting your services. And you may be like, ooh, I could put some money aside for the children's travel fund when they get older. We can set money aside so the children will be able to have their own plot of land and with an electric fence so nobody bother them. And some may say, you put money aside for your child's house? Well, don't you have money set aside for your child's house? Well, I've been trying to, but I ain't been getting paid enough. Well, they ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm gonna go take care of my financial affairs, and I hope you do the same. So this is where you got these people competing like, God damn, Power One got the money. I'm about to fuck Power One up Power One life up and show them who can make more money. So they're going to burn themselves out, taking on the clients that's going to sue them one after another. And you're going to just be like, oh, shit. Well, I get a client eventually. Then when you get a client, you're like, what the hell? You really want to read it? You did all that? Because the average person don't do that. Well, I've been to the average person, the average cake shop that you're talking about, and I'm like, God damn. And I figured, if you got this much, you got to know, you got to be doing something right. Be the best damn cake they ever had, and they like, this is the cake. This is where you go for cakes. And all of a sudden, people try to make you into a corporate LLC type of shit. No, don't do that shit. Stay a free motherfucking sovereign being. Because I mean, you taking on too much shit. Stress come with all that extra shit. Be happy with what you got, Power One. I'm about to end it here. So I hope you got the message, Power One. I know I talked to a lot of metaphorical shit, but how I'm applying that knowledge, you can apply it to your own life. When I say save a life, I don't hear you gonna die and shit. I just feel like Power One, you so sensitive, it's important for you to learn to pick and choose your battles. Because some people, they don't care that you're gonna be around forever. They just like, shit, I ain't got that much time. So while the little bit of time I got, I'm gonna fuck with Power One. And this is where you don't get their ass in no time. They're gonna be like, God damn. I've been bothering Power One and they ain't answering none of my calls. They not ever, like I done made up fake account after fake account to work with Power One to get my cake made. And they ain't working. And while they focused on you, you ain't even gonna be focusing on them. You gonna be focusing on that beautiful, family shop you got. And the kids is, learning, they like it. But if they want to do something different, you support that shit. While the people that sold out to the corporate, because corporate was trying to get your attention, they miserable. They can't have no kids. They in abusive relationships and they over there. Did we put them out of business yet? You just like, you still here? So Power One, to end your reading. Thank you for being here. And I hope you guys have a good life. Our elevator has just been restored. And it's weird because they don't have any issues on the elevator. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all what that weird ass funky number is. Yeah, I called. They like, this and that. And it was like your elevator. Okay, hold on. Let me get that number, yo. Cause that number real funny. So we gonna keep going. We got Power 2 coming up, but I'm gonna tell y'all what that weird funky number is. Cause like 771. It's 718-707-7771. And I called, and basically some companies merged together. And so they call that number, y'all. 718-707-7771. Y'all, I called it. It is a scam. So you got people basically making up scams to get you to stop doing what you're doing. If you still here for Power One, you got people making up scams to get you to stop basically doing what you're doing because they don't like that you're getting a lot of attention. So Power One, if you are still here, keep doing your thing, like real shit. Keep doing what you do, Power One. Because you're doing it so well, you are being seen as a lotus flower. And the people that hate you because you broke out of that, like,
out of that image, they're being seen in such an ugly way. And what they're trying to do, they're trying to make it so that you're back in that place where you feel like you can't love yourself again, because you loving yourself reveals how much they hate themselves. And this is where you have to, you know, express yourself. We have Archangel Gabriel, do not fear. And the Saint Francis is here, 22. Activism. It is meant for you, Pile 1, to express your individuality. Because let's be honest, after we have worked our asses off, after we have accomplished the goal, we feel, okay, so I bought the mansion. Okay, I got the Bugatti, right? Why am I still not happy? Why is it the relationship I want I can't have? Why is it I don't have a good relationship with my children? Why is it I got people that stay with me like taking money from me at all costs? Why is it that I'm not happy and that person over there with the cake shop is happy? And even though they don't fuck with a lot of people respect them. Why is it I got all this shit and I'm not happy? So you gonna notice the times when the hate increases is going to be when you have so much love in your life and they want to drag you back to the bottom, but they don't realize that you a lotus. You know how to rise through the mud and they don't. They're mad because their seed never grew. Don't give in, Pile 1. We have Mother Mary, Conception. Archangel Jeremiel, Reflections. But I'm picking up Pile 1. As you will notice, you have completely moved on from a toxic ex when they try to hurt you by trying to hurt your emotions. When they try to basically bring up a deep fear within themselves that they're afraid of happening to them. So they projected it onto you because they felt that fear. What I'm picking up, Conception and Reflections, and this person's getting karma, but while they're getting karma, they're still trying to do what they did to you. You're going to be able to forgive them and say, I understand how you feel. I understand you're hurt because I walked away from you. My ex, his name, I'm not going to say his name. Yo, traffic is a naughty thing right now. My ex is constantly in thought about the past, about what we had. But because it got abusive and he only was with me so he could have a child with me, he didn't love me. But you know what? I want to thank my ex because he taught me how to love myself. I discovered what a Kundalini awakening was. And it's not just sex, but when you have sex with someone that you actually love, a child is born. So you may notice you had a narcissist who went above and beyond to convince you to love them because they couldn't love themselves. They could not love themselves so much to the point that they wanted you to not love yourself. And if you came into that relationship with a little bit of self-love, they wanted you to feel shame and guilt about you allowing them to manipulate you. They want you to feel like it's your fault. It's your fault you're experiencing all that pain and guilt, all that hurt. But the thing is, they know deep down inside, I know I fucked up. I know that what I did was so bad, it is unforgivable for me to have a role in that person's life. You're going to be asked to forgive this person because the more happier you get, the madder that person is going to get, and they're going to try to ruin you at all cost. Only not understanding they're ruining themselves. And this is where you don't wish ill will on anyone who has hurt you. This is where you allow this, and with Archangel Christiel and Merlin here, we got manifestation and higher consciousness. You see this from a higher level perspective. I understand that me forgiving you is making you upset because you feel as if me forgiving you means I've left you. And in fact, it does, and I'm beginning a new life. In fact, I see that it hurts you that I decided to go in a different direction. We can't grow together. We're never meant to grow together. As far as we both would have liked it at the time, it would not have been healthy. But I'm grateful for everything I've experienced with you, and I want to say thank you. And I wish you the best. And I hope that you heal. This is higher consciousness manifestation, because your ego is saying, I want to give him back as much hate as he has given me. But how do you keep cords cut? You forgive. And you may say that person's still just doing some ratty ass tatty shit. It don't matter. When you feel upset, find a creative way to express it. Like, y'all, I made an art box. I don't know what I'm gonna put in this art box, but let me tell you, I got my daughter's picture in here. I have my junior artist quality oil pastels, you know, and this I just felt like keeping, because it reminds me of the experience I had when I created it, you know? Like, this is such a beautiful moment for me to be able to say I got peace to be able to create art. And back in the day, I didn't have no peace. I remember I did a picture for my ex, and it said eternal. He kept mentally abusing me and constantly emotionally manipulating me to the point where I was ready to commit suicide. And this happened so many times. And he just sat there and jeered at me like, you gonna do it already? But then afterwards, you know, I had to stop the cycle of getting back into this toxic cycle of where, even though I lost about 20 damn pounds with you and I'm already skinny, I'm still getting in a relationship with you. And I still keep getting hurt by you. I still keep getting hurt by you. What is it saying to me? I'm choosing to keep doing this, afraid of the unknown. I'm not gonna lie. My ex has tried to make my life a living hell. He's still trying to do it. And I always find reasons to forgive him. Because I realize, shit, you know, if I were you, I don't know what I would do. But I know, being me, I'm not going to sit around and allow someone to keep hurting me when I know the love I deserve is out there. So a message I'm picking up, Power One, is that someone you walked away from is feeling butthurt. When I say they are contemplating suicide and they are trying to stop something that's yours from coming to you. But let's just say Archangel Michael's here, protection standing out, and 33 Hathors here. Your celebration, whatever it is this person is trying to keep from you, to keep you from getting, you know, that is due to you or owed to you by the age of 33, is protected. And what's about to happen? We got Archangel Azrael, death is standing out, and Archangel Sandalphon, music. 1314. Let's just say this person that really just doesn't understand the universal laws. Whatever it is that makes them feel alive. Because when I think of music, I feel so brave and strong enough to share how I feel. When I think of music, I think of a brave brother or sister who said, you know what? I feel hurt. Let me talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's on your mind? Stop taking your anger out on me. I done had it one more time. Let's talk about it. Well, somebody who had the courage to say, shit, I don't like the way this feels. I gotta do something. I gotta shake this monkey off my back. One way or another, I'm gonna share how I feel, whether you want me to or not. And let's say, whatever this person thought they was gonna get from you, the thing that they thought would make them move and do things differently, they gonna understand that what they're asking for, they're not in alignment with it, because they actually do not have the work ethic to obtain it. There's no way they're going to be able to even last in whatever it is they're trying to get with. This person trying to be a doctor, they don't have the patience or the emotional and mental stability to make them, to have them be careful. Like, you have doctors who have literally killed patients and they'll be like, well, the surgery just didn't go through. Literally, a surgery doesn't need perfection, it needs love. And when you got somebody trying to beat out another surgeon by, I can get this surgery done 10 minutes less than you, patients die. So what I'm saying is, while this journey may take a little bit, and this person is going to do everything they can to have you doubt yourself, to have you hate yourself, to have you basically hide. Because what happens when you hide, this person takes on your persona and acts like you, and then starts telling other people that's not their personality. They are copying me. They're stalking me. They're crazy. Remember I told you? But the more you consistently rise above it, this person is going to try to constantly keep competing with you to be you. And people are going to be like, wait. We need to slow down right here. You saying this is you? What we seeing is this person going through hell and back, and they still being the bigger person. And what we're seeing with you is you constantly keep doing fuck shit. And every time you around, fuck shit happen. But when we want to be around that person, it's all good. What's going on? So you may be having this person trying to psychically attack you right now, that whatever it is they're experiencing, they're trying to project it onto you. How this is going to show up, Power One, you may feel one of your biggest fears that you thought you got rid of surfacing. It's just spirit allowing you to heal, letting you know how this person has been psychically attacking you. And then when you start to realize, wait, that's just fear talking. What is love saying? Love is saying, I do not know what this new version of me is or who I am becoming, but I know as where I've come from and where I'm at now, I love myself too much to go back. What's happening, Power One, is whoever you walked away from wants you back into their lives by any means necessary. And if you do not just say, open arms, take me, cut me open with a knife and break my heart again, they're going to be like, well, I like a challenge. And basically leave behind trails that they ain't stable. So do not fret, Power One. You may have some people that's stubborn, like, well, I don't like Power One, so I'm just going to, support the person that hates them, because every time I see Power One, they make me see my insecurities. But these people are going to just sit back and hate and watch, because you are being so well received, Power One, that when you get well known, all these people going to do is send you self-doubt. They're going to send you their fears. So when these things come up, breathe through it and realize that ain't me. That used to scare me. But I've had enough high vibrational experiences that are quite healing to tell me that my past wants to repeat itself in my present. And I'm going to starve my past. So pile 1, to end your reading, if you heard this, starve your past. The more you starve them, the more they leave clues behind of what it is they're up to. The victory and justice you're getting is not going to be forever drawn out, but it's something that takes time because you've had so much trauma done to you, pile 1. You need a while to heal. And if you go get that justice and victory now, not healed, this person knows things about you that you're not even aware of yet. And when you discover it, you're going to wholeheartedly accept it. And you're going to be able to clearly see, wait, I got all this love around me and I didn't know it. Yeah, power 1, because you love. And that's for sure. All right. Well, I got this Sudoku book here. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not working myself to death. All right. So, pile 2. Welcome, beautiful, lovely souls of pile 2. I am so grateful to be here with you guys. What I have a feeling is pile 2. You're under heavy spiritual warfare, but don't be worried about it. Everybody's under spiritual warfare. Do you know how love and hate works? How love and hate works, hate is designed to do hate-filled things. Oh, let's get me a brownie. But love says, even though I don't like the way this feels, I'm going to do something that make me feel good about myself. And you know what makes me feel good about myself? You know, I love being a woman. What do you love doing? What do you love about yourself? What's something, pile 2, that you're coming to grips with that this isn't a bad thing at all? This is a beautiful thing. What is something that has lets you recognize, you know what? I love myself. Okay, I'm gonna talk about my feminine energy. My feminine energy, I look super feminine, but when I speak, I'm on some masculine type shit. And so it took me a while to make peace with that. But for the longest, I was trying to be well, this is me. And I didn't like, the people I was attracting. But now, because I'm embracing that I speak from a masculine perspective, but I move really sensual. So it can kind of be a walking contradictory whatever. But I'm an INFJ who likes to talk, and I don't like actually verbally hanging out with people. I literally just like posting videos and shit. So what I'm picking up with me sharing all that about you guys, power 2, I feel like you guys are starting to pick up on some really cool shit about yourselves. And you're starting to realize it's not that people are misjudging you, is that you haven't been seeing yourself in your true light due to having encountered people who literally wanted to be like you. So they did everything in their power to make you feel like you were not good enough. And then they would take on your persona. They would gather a lot of support using your persona. This is how fucked up this is. And then when you would try to act like yourself, they would you know how when you train a dog to do something, they had trained you in a certain way using the tactical warfare of conflict. If you want to win a war, they say keep giving your enemy battle. Okay. Whatever makes you happy, bro. But there's a whole lot of rules for chess, okay? Somebody over here trying to play chess with your power 2. That's basically what I'm getting. I'm summing this shit up because I'm about to tell a whole soliloquy, a whole poem, a whole odyssey. And I'm just somebody wants to be you so bad, they're psychically attacking the shit out of you. With hate, basically, if you get a thought, how we think, have associations with things, and you might get an ugly thought about yourself that comes with it, realize that did not come from you. That came from a person who is upset that they can't fuck with you like the way they used to. And they can't, oppress you. And what you're going to notice is you may still feel a little bit of fear, but what you're going to pay attention to, let me go get some fresh air. Let me breathe through this whole entire situation. Let me just go to the lake. Let me just go get my favorite food. Let me just breathe. Because anxiety will tell us the past is still happening. But it's really not. It's our fears coming up to be healed. And it takes a strong warrior to heal. It takes a strong warrior to heal your fears, okay? Let's talk about fears, pile 2. Fears are presented to us when we're children. When the height of our emotions, we may not have all the greatest understanding about what fear is, but we know that we can identify it and we have a connection with others because they can communicate with others in the same language of fear. Like, if you're a young woman, I wouldn't be out after dark in this town, young lady. Do you know what happens in this neighborhood? If you're a man, okay, you've been a little too sensitive for the baby and we need you to man it up. Okay, so this is where you may be like, but I'm feeling called to express sensitivity with my child. Why are you trying to downplay my manhood? Or for the woman, what was the example? Wait. Whatever the example was, trying to deny a woman her freedom, basically. That's the whole aspect of it. Like, may not remember the whole metaphor, but I know what I'm talking about. So when everyone seems to know the language of fear and we're able to communicate it much more clearly with each other, what's unknown is that there's a lot of illusions based off of, painful emotions we experience when we experience trauma. So, through the eyes of trauma, somebody could say, you want to eat dinner with me. And if they had a bad example, like a bad experience with their family, because there was a lot of arguing and bickering, if that person, is reactionary, in that moment, they're supposed to learn how to slow down to catch what is making them react. But if they choose not to do that, you simply have to understand how you responded so rashly is simply a reflection that you have not yet processed this trauma. I understand because I'm still processing some trauma. In fact, I still get scared and I still wish I could, be a shadow and no one would see me, but I understand that I can't go into hiding anymore. It's not meant for me to duel myself down, and I'm not going to be in competition with myself because someone else is in competition with me. So let me do things my way. Even if no one else wants me to do it, I'm going to do things my way. Pile 2, you have a beautiful beginning. Oh, I love brownies. Where you're going to be facing a lot of fears. There's going to be a lot of stuff you want to do, a lot of stuff you want to say, and you might be afraid to do it because some past things happened that was not love-filled, and you may think the same things happen. No, what's happening is whoever did that to you is experiencing what they experience, what you experience times 10. And what's happening is who you say you are, everybody is seeing you that way, pile 2. So if you got any organizations or people going against you, it's really just a lot of people trying to team up on you because they are emotionally triggered, mentally unstable, and contemplating suicide, and they want to take you out, but that's not possible. Okay, we got Archangel Shemiel. You are receiving so much unconditional love. The psychic attacks they're sending you is illusions. Like the only thing they can do is illusion magic. And spirit is not going to allow most of it to get to you. But whatever does come through, power 2 is only meant for healing, and you're going to realize that you're able to heal it quite quickly, and as quickly as you heal it, it goes back to the sender. So if I said I wanted you to experience poverty, homelessness, I wanted you the bad, terrible things that happen to you, because I'm so invested in the fear due to me not knowing how to express how I truly feel, that illusion is going to happen to me. So think about it. If you got a whole nation of people who do not want to take the time to heal, being rude and reckless, and they wishing ill will on you, you just like, okay, you got to do what you got to do, boo. But I got to forgive you because I understand that you coming from a hurt place. Now, I'm not going to take the time to sit down with you and say, let's become friends. Your energy is not in vibration with me. You understand? I'm busy raising my vibration. Okay? If people ain't going to be like, well, let me go within and see who I am. What is it about myself I need to love? If they say you rejected me and I feel abandoned and all my abandonment issues coming up, so I'm going to target you. You say, I understand you got to do what you got to do. But power to know that these people are trying to create illusions. They shit ain't working. They looking crazy. And they're trying to be like, we told you power 2 wasn't a healthy person. No, the thing is, they being looked at as, what the fuck is wrong with you? So now power 2, be mindful. You got people watching you, trying to see who is who, because I got a whole lot of people acting like the same people, and because I met these people first, this seems to be their personality. But I'm watching this person they saying is acting like something that they ain't copying them. And what I'm saying is these people cracking under pressure, and this person is staying true and blue. So I'm saying we got a scandal here, and I'm going to do some more digging and make it look as if we going against this person in power 2. All the while, I'm going to be gathering information about these people, because when we get justice for this young lady for what these people are doing, these people may try to look innocent, like, oh, we didn't do anything. We just didn't understand. And they may try to use that toxic feminine energy, but their ass is going to get locked up because they know what they're doing is what? Illegal. So power 2, you're going to have a whole lot of people trying to say, you this, you that. And you're going to notice you got so much goddamn peace. You being loved here and there. And whoever it is sending you these illusions, and it's plenty. Let me tell you something. The same thing they want to happen to you, they're experiencing. They're experiencing so much trauma, they're starting to realize as much as you healed and got through and you still look good, they the ones looking crazy because they is over here looking like, did such and such A, B, and C just happen to you? It looks like you experienced such and such. And they'll be like, yeah, will you take pity on me? No. Did you call the police? They didn't even help me. These people been wishing and hoping that you will get into so much trouble and you won't have no help at all. It's not good to put negative things out into the universe because when it boomerang, bitch, it boomerang. So if you pick power 2, your past is getting fucked up. And the only thing that they can do is do illusion magic. Because if you buy into it and start showing signs of, I'm doubting myself now. Let me hide again. This is whatever they're trying to do to you gonna happen to them. But because spirit is saying, rise, my child, shine bright, my child, you better go ahead and do it. You better put on your best clothes. You better walk your favorite walk. You better talk your talk. Because the more you love yourself, these people constantly competing against you, constantly hoping you doubt yourself. So whatever it is they have planned will go according. But the thing is, it's going to backfire on them. So power 2, do not worry about these funky ass people. Because what's happening is any obstacles that was preventing you from having unconditional love are being resurrected. You're going through a deep transformational healing. that is resurrecting who you are, what you are, and people are trying to say, I don't recognize power too, but their claims are getting dismissed because people are aware of rags to riches stories. And you, my dear pal too, are clearly a rags to riches stories. And while people may be saying, well, Power 2 is on something, you got to do this and that. Please, we're telling you, they're acting, they every time they copy us like it's nobody's business. This person, like, how long you gonna keep dragging this light out? In fact, I got a lot of patience. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here and act like I'm on your team and get more information. So when I take you down, because you're gonna try to lie, I see you doing it now. When you end up in the slammer, you will meet some bitches just like you. And whoever is fucking with you, Power 2, just know they know everybody see you for who you are. They see you as the truth. People respect you. These people want your power. That's why you notice people in power struggles, Power 2, will mostly try to psychically attack you by having you think that who you are is not good enough and to doubt yourself. And so they'll want you to start, I don't know if I should do this. And then that's when they go in for the attack, game stalking you. These people are so afraid of you, they can't even psychically attack you by themselves. So Power 2, we'll get one more. What else I was going to the store for? Headphones, self-expression, and activism. Power 2, when I tell you, people love you. The only people that don't really love you is the ones who want to be you, and there's a lot. You may even have people with positions of authority who are in the spotlight hating on you and just psychically attacking you and mad at the fact that you have protection and they don't. So the only form of spiritual warfare they're going to send you, that they can send you, is self-doubt, because they know you're such a powerful manifester that if you start doubting yourself, you're going to manifest self-doubt, and other people are going to constantly be like, so Power 2, you okay? We need to worry about Power 2. Now, when you love yourself, Power 2, it's like, hey, I'm here, bitches. And people like, hey, we know we ain't a bitch, and we know you ain't a bitch, but hey, you are so cool, Power 2. You start trends, and people don't want you to know a goddamn thing about it. However, be aware that the more fame you get, these people who just like, I'm about to get clout off of Power 2 name, they trying to do this shit for the long haul. Don't worry, Spirit got a plan for that. They gonna wish they had never tried to take on your energy without boundaries. Because what happens when you take on the chosen one's energy without knowing their story? That's it, Power 2. I feel we gonna just do a message. Like, you catch what you catch. But like, I am so happy to just be here. Like, I'm be honest with you guys, I know I don't have a lot of people watching my channel, but like, quite honestly, the ones that do watch my channel, I want to say thank you guys. Because like, I started to realize it's not quantity, it's quality. Like, I've been around a lot of people who they look good on a picture and on paper, and they're like, oh my gosh, I would love to do business with you. You are amazing. Now let's sign this contract. Well, it's negotiable. Don't worry about it. You know, I understand. It just says 3 months. Don't worry about it. It won't get complicated. I mean, you know, for most people's careers, the first 3 months are the easiest, and whatever you feel is best after 3 months will do. So, you know, I've been around fake ass phony people who like this to my face, but then they'll be like, all right, we're gonna make their life a living hell in 3 months. Because what we gonna do, we're gonna expose their very gifts that they are unaware of. Now, how they got through what they got through says and with the influence they got, we can go big with this one. We can all fucking retire if we milk the shit out of this person. Scams coming up, y'all, by people who are not able to manifest. They're experiencing a lot of overtime, bodies breaking down. They're mentally exhausted. They're trying to hide the fact they got mental illness. They fighting and fussing with everybody. And these people, they're getting to a place where they like, oh, we got the 7 of Wands. Yo. Yeah, these people is fighting. We got Shaman of Wands. To you, these people gonna appear cool, calm, collect as a cucumber. The type of spiritual warfare they're gonna be bringing your way, pal, too. And one, we're not doing pals, we're just doing a general reading. The type of spiritual warfare they're going to be doing is trying to emotionally trigger you. So you'll go back into that vulnerable, insecure stage where you're like, you know what? I feel like I'm not good enough again. And this is when they gonna start gaslighting you, because the people who've been studying y'all, if you watching this, they understand what your triggers are. So you're gonna be having your triggers being healed one after another, and you're gonna be like, wait, why was I afraid of this the whole time? What's happening is these people are in conflict, and it's taking a lot of energy just to make sure they look decent, just to get out of the house. You're going to start to notice some of them losing hair, going bald. And some of them, their memory is going to be going down the drain. It's like they may have intentions, I want to mind fuck Powell. If it doesn't power, they gonna have intentions of wanting to cause you conflict to trigger you. The conflict is never gonna be, hey bitch, I'm about to fuck your shit up in front of people. It's gonna be, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. They know what your triggers are, and they gonna be basically pushing them one after another because they want to get you to be seen as they are. And there's a lot of people I'm picking up on, okay? Don't take it personal. They really admire you. This Shaman of Wands, somebody who's been trying to play it cool is starting to look like a fucking Jekyll and Hyde. Like one of the main gang stalkers that was like putting dirt on your name is starting to look like I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then they call and say, where were you? You missed the meeting. Oh, my child got called out of school. Like basically all the gang stalkers are fighting. Anybody who tried to act like we are these popular people, they are attracting the same people you would attract. We got Priestess of Swords in reverse. And what's starting to die down is the fact that they are gossiping about you, because the same thing they say about you, they starting to realize ain't nobody listening. We got Ace of Discs. People too busy looking at your new beginning, and they see Hangman. A lot of people that these people talk shit about to you, they're inspired that you got out of this place where you just felt like you were gonna be stuck. And so people keeping a close eye on these people. These people don't know they're being watched. And this is like something slow, like an investigation type shit. It's like they would never know who the agent is. Somebody gathering so much information We got priestess of this and strength in reverse. Let's just say, if walls could talk, Miss Priestess the disc says, stay focused on building your wealth because these people are threatened by it. These people know that in this realm, money is quote unquote power. And you are attracting so much money. These people are trying to put a hamper in this newfound confidence that you have. We got the strength in reverse. They want to see you in this weak position. But the thing is, this is your new beginning. Whatever you want to manifest in this reality is literally coming to fruition. People are seeing you manifest out your ass and they're like, yo, you know, I may be hating on that person, but they getting that shit. I know not to step up to them and disrespect them. I'm gonna just sit here and watch. And if somebody else asks the question that I would like to get asked, well, I'm gonna just take notes and try to apply it. And if you know, here we go, ace of this. You're brand new. Basically, your past is trying to new people, they're trying to overpower you and say what we think about you matters more. But what they're really saying is we care so much about what people think. We don't even know who we are. 5 of this in the title card. These people are disconnected from their divinity. So they figure if they copy you, they'll be able to figure out who they is. And something tell me you highly psychic. And so these people are watching you trying to act psychic. They're learning magic. And they're basically doing a lot of mental projection magic, astral projection, negative thoughts. So when that does happen, breathe through it and go get some fresh air. And I feel led to end it here. I want to say I wish you guys the best. I hope you guys have a beautiful time with your family. And I hope that you basically live your best life because you deserve it. Just because somebody else may not like things about themselves and project it onto you doesn't mean you have to be ugly to them. In fact, Spirit is giving me some advice to tell you guys. When people try to trigger you, you know, just don't acknowledge what they're actually, oh shit. Did I? Look at that bird. Don't acknowledge what they're saying on the surface. Acknowledge what's going on underneath the surface. This will scare them because the reason they do projection onto you, they knew that they put a lot of work in so you could see yourself as they saw you. However, Spirit wants you to know the fact that you're not with them, you know, or you're going to be moving away from them is going to strengthen you. And then when whatever projections they send you, you're going to start to realize this shit ain't happening. You trying to make me have psychosis, bitch. Come on now. You basically trying to tell me exactly what it is you're doing by what you're sending my way. And I'm going to keep ignoring it. And I'm going to sit here and slowly watch as you end up in the same thing that you didn't want, that you wanted me to be in. I'm going to sit here and watch and eat my brownie. So, be mindful that you are such a powerful manifester. You manifested a way out of these people's lives. And these people are so highly codependent. And they so dangerous. They'll kill somebody to keep somebody close. They trying to figure out how you got away. They're being highly investigated. And they don't know it. Now, someone may say, who's investigating me? Everybody around me, I can trust. So Spirit is saying, keep speaking your reality. It doesn't matter what they say. The fact is, if they had a case on anything of the statements they're making, it would have already taken place by now. Think about it. If a case is drawn out and investigated long term, people trying to really see what is up. They trying to, oh, I got a mole. I forgot. I was like, what's happening? They trying to figure out something ain't right about this situation. So we need to get comfortable and get as much information as we can about this case. Because I feel if we make a hasty decision, we are going to do something that we regret. And it's not so they're afraid of getting caught and hurt, the reputation getting hurt. They're actually humanitarian, and they see there's some lies going on, and they see these people are taking extra careful time to cover their tracks. So the people may be saying it's just a matter of time before this wraps itself up. We're guaranteed for success. They don't understand this case about to be dragged the fuck out. And I say dragged. Like, let's say two females just got in a fight. Some of your karmas get into fights with people they gang stalking you with. And this person weave used to look like, like somebody did hair in hair school, salon school. This person getting dragged, the hair looked like, oh shit, my weave falling out. You got a bald spot. This person still getting dragged, and they're like, please stop the suffering. This case about to be dragged out to the point that this person still gonna let the case drag out even after they got all the evidence they need, just to see how far are you willing to go with this? Because we already did this for a while, and I see what you're doing. In fact, I know the best way to set you up. So if you are at the end of this, you are influential, you are powerful, and you're going to be facing your fears, and you're going to be discovering the kind of leader that you are is one that inspires people to do the things that others said, don't do that. We can't do it, and we tried it, so you can't do it. People that was like, we don't like the fact that you look good. We don't like the fact that you're actually doing good. And it's a lot of energy being used to act like you. In fact, I'm trying to stay in the house to get away from people who want to be around people who act like you. So understand that you're going to be picking up on people's intentions. As they're sending it, you're going to be picking it up and realize that is just them trying to get you to doubt yourself. No one ever said being a leader was going to be easy. It's like being a parent. There's no parent book. You got to be the leader you came to be. I mean, I'm on some philosophy shit, but we got Martin Luther King Jr., we got Harriet Tubman. They're different leaders, but they still leaders. MLK delivered a speech. Harriet Tubman helped slaves that wanted to be free themselves. Leaders, but different. Catch my drift? You got people that have disabilities who all they wanted, like, let's say somebody lost their legs and people were like, well, there's not much you can do, but this person wants to swim. And, they may have a family member who's like, it's going to be a lot of work to get you in and out of the pool. So what we're going to do is just have you sit here and watch. But I can swim. We'll have to get you someone to teach you how to swim, honey. And we don't have the money for that. I can do this. I see they got legs and they learning, but honey, but I can hang from the side of the wall and just float in the water. We're not doing it. Okay, think about that. You know what I mean? But this person ends up joining the Olympics team. And people like, now, remember what we used to do to get that person in a place of oppression? Let's do it. And when you facing your fears, you gonna notice they gonna be trying to do the same shit to you. And you gonna just be there like, I have compassion for you because I understand that you're hurting. You're still in the same place I left you. And I'm not upset with you because I understand you feel your emotions are valid. And I'm not going to put my 2 cents in that situation. I'm gonna let God be the judge of that. But however you wanted this thing to end, it works out way better. Because I release my expectations of the situation and I give it to God. So we're gonna end this baby with prayer. And I'm gonna wish you guys the best and thank you guys for being present. Dear Most High, I want to say thank you for this moment of worship. Like the fact that, you know, even if a few people watch it, I'm grateful that they were able to get a new way of thinking. And, you know, it helped me get a new way of thinking. It helped me be able to understand there's no need to be afraid. There is no need to think the worst is going to happen. There's no need for me to be scared of this moment of peace. I understand there's so much love in the world and people just need that moment to be reminded that they mattered, even scars and all. I hope and pray the man on the bus who was really being kind to me. No, the train. I don't want to lie to nobody. The man who was on the train who was telling me, asking me, how are you today? That was love because someone had been horrible to me. And I was, you know, I decided to take the high road so I would not be resentful towards myself or others. And he was like, you know, he gave me an objective perspective in a gentle way. He helped me learn to modify my communication so I can effectively communicate messages to those who need to receive it. But also, he helped me learn there are people out here who not going to ask you how you doing just so they can manipulate you. And for all those who have done that, to anyone who is listening, and if we've done it ourselves, I ask for forgiveness on both ends, a deep cleansing and healing for any manipulation that we have done to ourselves and to others. And I ask that we cleanse this slate, holding hands. And I want to say thank you for not giving up when it got hard. Thank you for when you woke up after going through hell, like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this moment, but if I still got breath in my body and my heart still beating, I'm going to put one more foot forward. Even if I don't have an actual foot, I could, you know, for all the soldiers that lost arteries and ligaments, I'm going to do what I came here to do. I'm going to swim, I'm going to fly, but somehow I'm determined to get to where I'm supposed to get to. Now it's time for you to answer the call. Whatever your heart is telling you to do, do it. Now is the perfect time. Now is the time.